to the game.
Yes.
Okay, so a recap of what happened last time. Someone tried to assassinate Batia, and she picked up a pendant off of him. You guys started escorting a merchant caravan to Gazer's Requiem, and you were attacked by bandits, which you killed, and Arthur had a vision of a certain devil that we when I talked to him, I talked to TZ separately about this, and we kind of decided to retcon what actually happened there because of the fact that she didn't actually say anything useful.
Okay.
We just decided that she, for more or less, gave him a vision that said, "Get stronger and kill my enemies."
Yeah, nothing really plot quest informative.
Yeah, because the thing is, I think I was in like too much of a hurry to actually show what she looked like, so I didn't actually plan out what she was going to say all that well.
Oh.
This is why you make scripts.
And give things names.
But anyhow, so everybody is healed up and
hooray,
and
well rested.
Well rested to continue the journey to the town, since you killed bandits. The merchants had some servants gather up the belongings of the dead bandits, and none of it was actually magical, so they're just taking it.
I'll deny it interesting then.
Right.
I mean, because the money they're going to pay you for guarding them is worth more than the equipment off of the bandits anyhow.
Probably.
More than likely.
You continue journeying, and eventually you reach the gates to the town of Gazer's Requiem, with 4 guards standing at the front gate that ask the caravan to state their business. Glabdor steps forward and begins talking to them. You can't hear what he's saying exactly. You only hear something about merchandise and passing through, more or less. And so the party is allowed into the town. As you enter the town, there's a wooden wall all around the town. Inside the actual town is it looks kind of like an old western town, the way it's built. There's not a whole lot of buildings of importance here, except there is a tavern, an inn, and you're informed by the guards if you're looking for work to help with the Blood War related issues in the area, to go talk to the guard captain at the barracks.
Let's see. Well, again, we're in the city, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got city familiarity.
You're not in Sigil, though.
Sigil.
This is a place that's in the Outlands. You guys left Sigil last time.
Yeah. Let's see. I do have etiquette and politics and law, so. Oh wait, this guy. What's his thing?
I mean, just in case you don't remember, everybody, there was also a wanted, something on the bounty board in regards to them needing people to help defend the town. I know that was
the second one too.
That was over a month ago, so I'm just putting that out there because, for the characters it's been less than a week, but for you guys it's been over a month.
Mm-hmm. But by the way, I'm not sure what you guys said while I was gone, but apparently you spooked off Vixie already.
Oh, I didn't realize you went AFK.
Yeah, I was gone to the bathroom for a while, then I just came back just before you started.
Oops. Oh. Oh, but you heard everything important then.
Yeah, I heard that they were taking the loot because it's going to be nothing important, and that we got to a barracks now.
Well, it's up to you if you actually are going to go straight to the barracks or not.
Oh, wait, so we got to a town?
Yeah, you're in the
Yes,
town.
Okay.
town.
You're in Gaeser's Requiem. You arrived at the destination. Because I didn't actually have anything else really planned for the journey. Although while you guys are deciding if you actually want to go straight to the barracks, I am going to tally up the experience for the shit that happened along the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Because we didn't do that last time.
No.
Oh, actually, so since we're here, did we actually get paid yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Give me a second. Give me a second to get the.
Give me a second about giving a second.
Yeah, let me get the experience for the enemies tallied up real quick.
I guess since we're here and we know about another job, I guess we could probably check that out.
Yeah, we could go and see how much gold there is. You know, we could get from this, and then we get more XP.
You guys already have the horses that they were offering you, but
I ate mine.
but
Of course.
but
Of course
Glabdor
the
does
rest
give everybody their
is smart.
500 gold payment that he promised. So
Okay.
if you guys want to add that to your character sheet while I'm tallying this experience,
Okay.
I'm trying to remember where gold is.
I'm
under
trying to-
currency.
Oh, there we go. Party members.
You said 500. You said 500.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And everybody is gaining 2,175 experience.
Say that
Um,
again.
2,175 experience.
2,000.
Because of the fact that Claylix is a multi-class, though, he has to divide that between his two classes. So each of his classes are getting 1,087 experience.
You said 2,170.
5.
70.
It's in the
Say
chat.
5. Okay. So add that to current experience. I'm gonna need a calculator.
Or you can use the actual calculator that's on your character sheet that'll tell you what your experience will be.
Crap.
Was that
Okay.
no
Okay.
details?
So I'm
There we
at
go.
11,070.
Same here.
Okay.
Right. I just had to type in gain experience.
Yeah, and it'll tell you how much you got.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, 11,070, like Deluxe said.
Okay. Well, yeah, I got 1,087 for like
For
like,
both of your classes.
and
Because you got to split it between the two classes because you have two classes.
Okay, so
I have
like
11,170.
okay, so 1,087 divided by 2, right?
No, I already divided it for you. That was why I was telling you 1,087.
Okay. 1,000.
Because you got the same experience as everybody else, but you got two classes to split it between.
Oh, minus 1 experience point.
Yeah, so that's, I believe, if my math is right, it's 11,170 for me. Which means I leveled.
Hold on. What was? Ah, shit. I'm gonna get this stupid book open because I'm gonna actually have to check to see everybody whether or not they leveled or not real quick. I think where's the cleric set?
Oh, wait,
Okay, no. Claylix is not level 4 as a cleric yet. He still needs more.
yeah, I need more. Oh wait, where's my where I can put my gold in?
Under currency.
Currency.
Okay, thank you. How much did we get?
500.
500.
Okay, thank you very much.
And each person got 500. They were paying per person instead of. Oops.
Okay. Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta P.
So we all got additional 500 gold.
Yeah.
So
So-
697.
So yeah, the 500 gold for everybody, and of course that included the horses, which
Mm.
Wait, what did you say your experience is up to now?
Me and Kevin, or
No, Matt.
170.
Okay, let me double check real quick. See this.
I leveled at 10,800.
Stupid thing. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, you leveled up. So roll. Let's look at your stats real quick. Roll 1d10 to determine how much HP you gain. Because it'll be it'll be whatever you roll plus 2 is how much you get.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Roll 1d10 to gain it because you leveled up, so you gotta get 8 more HP. 1d10 plus 2.
Plus...
4.
Wow.
Eh. Could be worse.
true.
And your Thaco improves by 1 since you leveled up.
is there a place I would put my horse?
Okay, I'm
on
back.
my sheet?
Equipment maybe.
So your max HP is 32 now.
Oh wait, did I miss anything or no? Not really.
No, not really.
We're doing
roll
leveling
for
up right
HP
now.
because he leveled up.
Okay.
Because I gotta check everybody to see if they leveled up from the experience they gained. Let's see. I'll go down in order.
Also, my horse's name is a horse named Joe.
Of course it is.
The full name is horse named Joe.
Yeah, TC's level 4 now too, so he needs to. You got a Constitution bonus? Yes, you do. 1d4 plus 2 for your HP increase.
4 plus 2.
Wow.
I rolled higher on a D4 than he did on a D10.
That's RNG for you.
Yeah, that's our praise RNG. This.
Boy,
So that means you're 24 HP.
Not bad for a mage.
Yeah, we've also started with a bonus because you're not human.
True.
That means details. You can pick either a new level 1 or level 2 spell at some point. I don't know if you want to do it right now because we're in the middle of a session.
Yeah.
You said my Thaco went up. Did you already do that?
Yeah, I already changed it to 17 instead of 18 now.
Okay.
Kevin is... Now you gotta get to 13,000 before you'll go up another level, so you're not leveled up yet.
okay.
Which, I mean, you were already level 4 before almost everybody else except for Deadlock. Yeah, so
Yeah, so that's fine. It's not like I'm really losing anything.
Deadlock, on the other hand, though, is level 5 because rogues level up fast as fuck.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Who seem to get seem to be always
The
have
thing is, he can't level. He's gonna have to get to 20,000 to get to level 6, though.
so
Um,
he's actually gonna start slowing down.
Everybody's gonna start slowing down after they hit level 5. So Deadlock, you roll 1d6 plus 1 for your HP increase.
6 plus 1.
4. So that puts you at 26 HP. I don't remember if. Why is that?
But
There's a hit points thing on his character sheet that I don't remember adding to that. But
I think that might have been at one point when
we couldn't
thought-
figure out where the HP was, so we
Yeah.
put it on there.
Yeah.
And you how many? Trying to remember how many points you gain for your skills for level up. I think it's.
It was 30, I think, or was it 30? Or was it?
I'm trying to find it in this stupid book. Yeah, it's 30, but you can't put more than 15
Yeah.
in a single skill.
Right.
So, that we do need to take care of because that's actually. I don't want to forget about that.
Right. Okay. I'm looking at
Oh.
my stuff.
How much bonuses the gauntlets give me again?
Huh?
I'm looking over my stats and double checking. I got all the math here, right?
How much does what give you?
How much did the gauntlets give me? I believe I had like a gauntlets of ogre strength or something.
If you go to your attributes and you scroll down, the notes at the bottom list what your strength does with the gauntlets equipped.
Okay.
Because I added notes for that because I didn't want to change what your actual stats are, or we'd forget what your stats are without the gauntlets equipped.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just read languages isn't really important at all, right?
Not really. I mean,
Yeah. Okay, and I wouldn't want to put anything in hides and shadows because my cloak. So 15 and move silently.
that put you at 60.
And then 10 and detect noise. And 5 in find remove traps.
Okay. And
So essentially like a +5 strength.
I don't think because the thing is, yeah, the gauntlets because it's completely override whatever your strength normally is. If a wizard equipped them, they'd still get the same strength. That was. Oh wait, I gotta level up Scylla because of the fact that I decided I was gonna tie her level to Matt's.
So she's also another weird elf.
Yeah, technically they don't have the EXP issues that Dark Elves do, but I gave her that anyhow. Because I didn't want to keep track of her experience because she's an NPC. Oh. Well, both the fighters rolled shit.
Joy.
I think Kevin still has the most HP.
Oh,
Let me double check. I want to double check. 33. Yeah, he's got one more HP than Matt, so he still has the most HP.
Good.
Good.
So now the next time a fight starts, Scylla's gonna just lift Diraxis up and throw him at the enemies. Go, you fight him. You fight him.
Excellent.
Egg salad.
Quick, pick me up and throw me at them. Use me as a bullet.
I'd rather ride on your back and stab them.
Fast
So, I mean,
balls.
obviously, Glabdor thanks you all for your service.
You're quite welcome.
Oh, it was our pleasure. First
mean,
time
he-
I'm with this group. And it's been
Him and the
a-
rest of the. What?
No, I just like was complimenting him, like saying like, "Oh, it's our pleasure."
So, him and the rest of the caravan kind of just wander off to the tavern.
If I said to the party, it's like, I could go for a good roast, just like I roasted those two dwarves before.
And at this point, while the party is considering what to do, Scylla walks up to Arthur and says, "So I'm curious, how exactly did you cast two spells at the same time?"
The gargoyles on the shoulders. Can they? They just turned they. Would they be able to do that? Would they be able to move independently like that?
You can make them talk if you want to, but because like I said, they basically just do whatever you want them to.
The gargoyles on the cloak look at her is like, that's kind of a silly question, isn't it? And the other one says, or would it be a Scylla question?
Did those gargoyles just talk?
She raises her eyebrows and says, "You know what? I'm not even gonna ask where you got that. I don't want to know."
Found it, probably.
On the street, in a gutter.
They fell off a truck. Or they
I
fell off
fell
a
in the gutter.
How else is everything found around here? Just spotted it and went mine.
In some random alleyway.
Possibly gifted by a magical homeless person.
possibly.
Can we move on, comrades?
Magical bum.
Yes, I believe we should move.
I'm just, you guys do have a moment to rest if you want before you go straight to the barracks.
Is there a bar?
Yeah,
there's
there's a
a
tavern. That's
tavern.
where the merchants just went.
Yeah, the merchants went there for a tavern. I was like, hey, I want to go there,
Time,
get a roast, just like I roasted those two dwarves.
time to get drunk.
I could go for
Like,
a AL.
I'm just-
I will go for water.
I need booze. Lots of booze.
I can't wait to see Diraxis. No, not. Oh yeah, Ford or drunk.
He wants to get the images of those burdened bandits out of his brain.
Very much so.
Is everybody going to the tavern?
Yeah.
I'm going. Yeah.
Yes.
I
Okay.
guess the party is stringing me along, yeah.
I mean, there was something you said you wanted to look at later when you had a chance to.
Right.
Matt,
I wanted to look at? I'm trying to remember now.
remember the thing you took off the person that tried to kill you?
Oh, that's right. I wanted to have a look at that, but
You kind of just pocketed it and haven't really done anything with it since. I was just kind of giving you a reminder in case you care.
well, yeah, I have it. I'm not sure what I would really do with it, though. It's kind of like, okay, what do I do with this now kind of deal. I don't want to go just flashing that around because who knows what kind of trouble it would end up getting me into.
You enter the bar. It has little swinging doors like a saloon does in like the old western towns.
Does it have a guy playing piano?
No,
Darn.
it's actually relatively empty aside from the merchants that are and their servants that are in here now. There's a tiefling bartender a girl with green skin and what basically looks like a unicorn horn sticking out of the center of her forehead.
Curious.
Yeah, I was curious.
Speaking of the amulet, though, now that I'm going into yet another tavern, I'm watching my back again.
So everybody just orders drinks. I'm guessing because you didn't really say anything else.
Yes. I was very clear on that. So yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Might as well see what they have.
I made very clear I wanted a water and a roast.
Water's the only thing they got aside from ale.
Okay. So yeah, I again, like I said, water, please.
What? Oh, Dr. Pepper, savages.
Just give me a keg.
The bartender gives you all your drinks and looks you over and says, "I don't think I've seen any of you before. Are you guys new in town?"
Kind of.
We just helped guide one of the new caravans into town.
She
You would not believe the shit we went through.
She looks at the merchants and says, "Oh, so they're from a caravan.
Yes.
We don't get that many of those here."
Really?
Oh, with the bandits, I'm not surprised.
She says, "Yeah, bandits are the least of the reason for that."
Oh,
Would it happen to be due to undead monsters roaming about too?
She says, "Undead monsters out in the plains you can run into just about anywhere. They're a lot more common here than they are on the Prime. Specifically due to the fact that a lot of clueless people come here and get themselves killed."
Gee,
Oh, what a shame.
that sounds familiar.
clueless, eh?
She goes, she looks at Thordor and says, "You probably haven't heard that because you're probably from the Prime Material Plane. That's what a lot of people refer to primes who don't know anything about the Outer Planes."
No, you'd be correct.
She says, "There have been a lot of demons spotted in the area," is more what I was talking about, though.
Demons, the worst scum of all.
I heard that, Curtis.
Oh.
Curtis. Curtis.
There's a reference that probably no one else gets in the room.
So did you actually say demons the worst scum of them all?
I muttered it under my breath.
The tiefling bartender's ear twitches and she looks at you and goes, "I'll have you know that my great grandmother was a succubus."
Oh, and yeah, like Sebastian's like, oh, shite. Oh, and he's like, he feels very embarrassed because he's like, didn't know when to keep his mouth shut, even with utter.
Fellow comrade, I suggest you start drinking and walk away from this conversation.
Slowly lean forward over the bar, raise an eyebrows, and slowly lean back into my seat and continue to drink.
I'm just gonna go through my cups of ale. I must make those images go away.
The bartender walks over to Sebastian and
God,
asks him to hold out his hand.
I'd be like, do you want me to give you coin? I will give you coin, miss.
No. She says, "Just hold out your hand."
I'd be like, please, if it is any form of punishment, I will take it. And I hold out my hand. I kind of like look. I don't look at it. I just kind of like bite my lip. Like,
She puts something in your hand, and it's a very large pretzel. She says, "Calm down. I was messing with you."
Thank you. And I slowly start eating it awkwardly.
Tastes like it has an extra amount of salt on it.
Oh
These
boy.
two have to make you thirsty.
I've been tricked. How did you know salt was my weakness?
She wanders off to continue doing her job because she does have other customers in the establishment.
I need water.
You already have water.
Oh, well, sorry. I actually was like guzzling it down. So, oh my god. First I roast some dwarves, and now I get roasted by the tiefling.
Ale. What ailment you can't cure?
Before she walks off completely, she looks at you and points to a bucket that's at the end of the bar. There's just a bucket sitting there that has water in it.
What? It's like
They don't have a lot of natural flowing water out here, so they just.
Oh, okay. Because
They go take the bucket to the well.
I feel like, well, actually, yeah. It's like I kind of like shout out to her. It's like, can I have an ale, please?
That she's slamming on the table when she brings it back.
There's no way I'm drinking out of that damn bucket.
You probably just did.
She was telling you you can refill your cup with the water in the bucket.
Nah, but I can't do it like that, man. I'm just gonna get some ale because I'm saying I'm lazy. Sebastian's lazy. He doesn't want to take it out of the bucket.
She's across the room.
Drank from it.
But you hear her say something and snap her fingers, and suddenly a mug lifts up off from behind the tavern and just fills itself and then lowers it in front of you onto the counter.
Okay, I take it and I sit and I shout out and say thank you, and I start drinking down the ale. I go.
Apparently, he's afraid of buckets.
You annoyed her to the point where she cast a spell so she didn't have to come back over.
I go, where's Daraxis?
I've been at the table, getting myself drunk.
Yes, he's been very busy drinking away while you've been making a fool of yourself. And the drow has noted that you're paranoid about buckets.
Considering my body mass, you gotta imagine it's gonna take a lot for me to feel a buzz.
Yeah, you're gonna need at least 10 kegs or something to get drunk.
I'm assuming Sebastian walks over to join the rest of the group.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're getting ready to sit down, Scylla says, "You know, if you weren't so cute, you'd be obnoxious as hell."
Aw, thank you very much, ma'am. My mother always taught me.
So, how much would it be for the ale?
Not that much. It's just like a couple silver each. So
I'm definitely paying the tea.
maybe like a gold between the whole group because Daraxis is getting wasted.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be in a drinking contest with him. That's for sure.
Hell no.
I'll pay the couple silver for my drink, and Betcha has now got an idea in mind. She wants to look around for something.
Also, we're advised: do not stick your arm near food when a Daraxis is drinking. Otherwise, your arm will be the food.
So you're saying Daraxis is Luffy?
Exactly.
What are you gonna say though, Matt?
Batya puts down her couple silver for the drink, and she's gonna look around now for something. She wants to find an empty bucket. She's gonna start tormenting one of her co-workers.
Oh God!
Oh God!
Ooh, it's an evil bucket. She's like I said, she's looking around quietly for an extra bucket.
There is a couple empty buckets in the corner of the room.
Can I sneak over there without being noticed and grab one and come back?
Yeah, because the bartender's actually kind of busy because she doesn't. You normally have this many people.
Well, I
here.
meant from the rest of the
Get
party as
fun.
well.
Oh,
Should we all roll perception checks?
How do I roll for stealth?
you actually have moved silently as a ranger, I think, but I'm not sure. I forgot to check what it is at the level you're at. Let me look. They haven't updated that part of your character sheet that often because they haven't really used it a whole lot. Let's see. Rangers.
Rangers. Ranger needs food badly.
Ranger.
Rangers. Rita's escaped.
Attacking.
We need teenagers with attitude.
Oh, here it is. Level 4. You have a 33% chance to move silently.
Oh, joy.
So you need to roll you need to roll a 1 die 100 and get a 33 or lower.
Oh, come on, baby, do it.
I mean, it's not bad. It's one-third of a chance.
Woohoo!
You succeeded.
Nice.
You sneak off and grab a bucket without anyone noticing you.
Slowly sneak away from the bar, go to the corner, grab a bucket, slowly sneak back. An evil smug grin on her face as she watches the rest of the party at the moment. Fishes her ale.
All right.
What you smiling about?
Oh, nothing. Plans.
Plans? What plans?
Fun plans.
Kind of fun.
Oh,
plans.
I want to hear it.
Scylla looks
Does
at
Sebastian actually come to her and ask what she's got planned?
Yep, I said like, oh, what plan have you?
Suddenly she pulls out the bucket up turned upside down. Oh.
I'd be like,
Ghost
real.
bucket.
Someone's afraid of buckets.
Your buckets or something.
Someone's afraid of a bucket. Ooh.
I'll have you know that I have no fear of that bucket. I just don't like dirty things. And no, Sebastian's not a germophobic. He can handle dirt. It's just when he doesn't take a bath for a while, he gets a little irritated.
Yeah. The thing is, the water bucket wasn't dirty.
No, this one probably isn't either because this is probably used for the same thing, just on a different day.
Well, I guess like it was at like a lawn. It was kind of far away, right? Like
No, it was probably right there by the bar. You're just paranoid
Yeah.
about buckets. Ooh.
Oh man, what have I done? Now my character's afraid of buckets.
I mean, you didn't actually really go up to it to check it. You could
just
say your
automatically
character just assumed it was dirty.
Yeah, that's. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I was going to go with. That Sebastian assumed that the bucket was dirty, and that's why he refused to like get water from it.
Someone's afraid of well buckets. Ooh.
It's like Sebastian just kind of like sighs, like.
Well.
Diraxis, help me out, please. Oh,
Draxus is too busy getting drunk.
Draxus
you're
just
getting
nods
drunk.
and
What
takes
am I
another
talking
drink.
I think Diraxis might be AFK.
He passed out from all the drinking.
It's like I desperately need another ale right now, so I can forget that this happened.
Scylla
Grab the unfinished ale from Draxus.
Okay, wait, Diraxis is passed out.
Yeah, he's
No,
passed
I
out.
think he's AFK.
Oh, he's passed out. Wink, wink.
No, no, it's like I feel like I look at if I were going to assume that Daraxis is passed out, I'm not gonna still take his drink because I know he's gonna wake up, he's gonna look that I stole his drink, and he's gonna rip my head off like it's not.
He'll just think that he finished it off before he passed off and grab another.
What? So I guess like I'll roll a sleight of hand check and then roll a placement check, so it'll be in the exact same spot. So even if it misses a little centimeter of it, he won't notice.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, Scylla rolls her eyes and pulls out her wineskin and slaps it against your chest.
Oh,
Nice.
you're no fun.
Thank you. And I start drinking the wine.
Scylla looks at Batia and goes, "Should I tell him it's Fey wine?"
Nah, let him find out on his own.
Yes.
Sebastian passes out.
This wine, what is it? What is
Fey.
this wine supposed to do to me exactly?
Fey wine is like absurdly strong, and people aside from elves aren't really supposed to drink it. She basically just got you wasted off of like a sip, so you stop freaking out.
I'm gonna take one sip of it, and then I go like, Excelsior, and then I just.
Did you know you can't go back in time and decide you only take a small sip of it,
I'm
right?
sorry. Yeah, I did chug it, so I'm pretty much. I guess to assume I'm pretty much like. What,
You're face down on the table.
You're faced on the table, and she had to record her
I'm face
wineskin.
down.
Yeah, she takes her wineskin back after you basically knock yourself out.
Well, that should quiet things down for a moment. She puts down the bucket for now.
This is
Oh, he's back.
Draxus is awake again.
I'm just purring after of the influence of ale.
Okay, so we got two people passed out, right?
I don't think Daraxis isn't actually passed out. I think Kevin just, was AFK.
No, but I am purring under the influence of much ale I have drinking.
I guess we're going to have to throw Sebastian on Daraxis to take him back to the room.
Just do a heave-ho jousting kind of thing.
So, how long is he going to be out, and how long do we have to carry him?
This is the inn as well, so we just have to take him upstairs.
Oh, I guess that's handy enough. Look upstairs.
Yeah. Scylla says, well, since he's not a human, he'll probably have more resistance to it than they will, so he'll probably wake up at some time during the night and do a bunch of stuff he's not going to remember and wake up in the morning without his clothes on. That seems to happen a lot.
Seems about fair.
Reminds me of a scene from The Witcher.
The Witcher?
What's a Witcher?
Not a character, come on.
Another world. Let's go with that.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Scylla gets up and talks to the bartender to make room reservations.
All right.
She more or less pays for two rooms because they don't got like a whole ton of them.
Alright.
So obviously, so that the girls and the guys aren't sleeping in the same room.
Pretty much.
Right.
Very
See you
well.
guys later. Bye.
Boys' night out, baby. Well, no, not boys' night out. I mean, we're going all huddled up in some cramped up.
Though she's not sure what she should consider Arthur because of the fact that he doesn't actually have a regular body.
He was male in his previous life, so.
True, but
Does he sound male though in his current robot
you want
body?
me to
Sorry, someone was talking over me. Does he sound male in his current robot body though?
I figure, yeah.
Okay.
Figuratively, yeah, but he still doesn't really have much of a gender at the moment, regardless.
He was male. He sounds male. He identifies as male.
Okay, so all right.
Basically, he's Crichton.
Since Sebastian is now passed out, I'm assuming everybody probably is going to go to their room since they've had their share of
Fun.
Drink and try to unwind. Yeah.
And now you really can't go to the barracks since one of your members is unconscious.
Yep.
I ruined the experience for everybody.
I carry him on my back up the stairs.
How many beds are in each room? Just one?
There's 3 in the room, so you could just let the unconscious guy sleep on the floor.
Yeah, I was gonna say just throw me on the floor. I won't feel it after you throw.
And Arthur doesn't really need a bed. He just needs a corner to stand in to power down.
I more or less just lower my back in for him to slide off me to the floor. I at least grab the quilt off one bed and throw it on top of him, and then jump on the mattress and fall asleep.
I just go in the bed.
I'm sleeping up on the floor.
So I take a bucket, put it over Sebastian's head, then I go to bed.
Oh, that is perfect, dude.
You wake up inside of a bucket.
Okay, but
we're going. What time is it? Why is it so dark?
Wait, I feel like. Well, actually, hold on. Let Ozzie put out what's gonna happen next.
well, because there's also another room that stuff's happening in. So, in Batia and Scylla's room, Scylla just throws her arm around one of the beds and then sits down in like a meditative position, pulls out a blue gem of some kind, and after she says something like basically a sphere of water just appears around her, and she seems like she's meditating instead of going to sleep.
Oh, nice.
She apparently needs that, obviously,
Keep her body
being out of
tight.
water for how long, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her do that before, so that's interesting to see.
Yeah, because you've never been in her room when she went to sleep.
Mm-hmm. And she's also had, an entire tub, technically, to herself in the basement.
Yeah, there's nothing like that in this room, though, so...
My recommendation would probably just not to do that.
So, Batia will let her do her own thing. Obviously, she's gonna just rest as she is, and Batia will look more like she's sleeping, but she'll still be more or less the usual elf meditation rest as well.
Yeah, it's called, I think it's called reverie. It's not actually sleep. Elves can actually go to sleep.
Elves can actually go to sleep, but it's not necessary to get the effects of a full rest.
But as you go to lie down, you accidentally drop that pendant you looted off of the guy. As you go to, hold on, I want to check something.
Okay.
See if this actually works.
Okay.
As you pick it up, you notice something seems kind of out of place. Like it something seems off about it, but you can't put your finger on it. You think maybe you should consider having somebody appraise it.
Oh, this might be magical. Okay. So actually, the guys are obviously getting settled, but they haven't obviously gone to bed yet.
Not quite.
So actually, I assume I would assume that looking at names again because I'm terrible with names. Uh,
Thordor.
Yep.
Because he has
yeah, so either,
appraising tools.
I was gonna say either Thordor or Arthur would be able to do something about that.
For appraising, or
For praising what a thing is.
Well, like Thordor actually has the appraising.
It does have
proficiency.
actual appraising capability. Okay, so
Yeah.
after noticing that there's obviously something weird with it, she'll get up and actually excuse herself very quickly and go over to the other room and knock on the door.
I go up and answer the door and say, "Yeah, what is it?"
So, as Thordor is answering, Thordor, could I borrow you for a moment? Bring your appraising kit, please.
All right. Not sure what for, but I'll grab it and help you out with it. whatever you
Okay.
need.
So yeah, as soon as you're out in the hall, I'm like, so you remember this thing? You were, I believe, Thordor was with me when I was attacked from behind, right? Ooh.
I think he was there. He didn't really realize what was going on until the person was already dead on the ground, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So yeah, you remember I pulled this off the guy? I think there's something weird about it. Could you try to look into that?
And I remember seeing a dead body and you picking something up. I didn't see it, but I guess I could try to take a look at it.
Well,
Okay.
and she's holding it up right now. It's the talisman of Loft, so be very careful.
I'll be as careful as I can.
Mhm.
Okay, so due to the fact that you're proficient, this isn't something you actually are going to have to roll on
Okay.
because of the reason you're going to find out in a second. After looking at it, you realize that while this thing might look authentic enough to trick someone who doesn't know any better, it's actually a fake and pretty poorly made. In fact, while you're examining it, you poke it with one of your tools, and some of the coloring just completely scratches off of it.
Yeah, poor craftsmanship here.
Really?
Yeah, I mean this looks real, but it's not. It's a replica.
So it's not really a person on Loth that was after me. Someone impersonating a person from Loth that was after me.
Seems like it.
Now, who would try to fake something like that?
I don't know, but you better try to think back of who would want you dead.
That brings up a lot of questions. I'm from like a plane that doesn't even exist anymore at this point. Not a lot of people would even care that I'm around, so that
Well.
brings much more questions.
Oh, there must be somebody.
So actually, if the paint is coming off, can I like try to scrape off more of the paint?
Yeah, but it just looks like regular metal. It's just
a little metal talisman. It's gotten like nothing
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious at this point that whoever made it wanted the assassin to look like they worked for Loth, but didn't actually do a very thorough job. Probably didn't expect you to actually take the talisman off of the corpse.
Didn't expect me to take it. It was trying to fake a Loth attack. I wonder if the Lich has anything to do with this. Then again, I've got to wonder. Actually, that brings up another question. Then, she quickly reaches around. Was that was a regular bow arrow, right? That was a special bow arrow he gave me.
Yeah, it was a regular arrow.
So yeah, she pulls out an arrow and she's like, "Could you also identify this for me, please? Let's make sure about something."
That isn't. He can't identify magic items though.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm only good with gems and stuff. I don't know magic stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, so basically,
Yeah.
4 doors.
And Arthur doesn't have the identify spell, so he could make sure it's actually magical, but he couldn't tell you what it does.
Yeah, 4 doors. Your own Rick Harrison from Pawn's Children.
Well, yes.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
glad
he
to
has
call
called
my
it,
experts.
I'm sorry.
That's that came out funnier than it should have been. That's all I can say.
Okay, so I have other questions, but I think we're not going to get all the answers I want. Thank you, though.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And after Thordor goes back into his room and you're heading towards yours, you notice Glabdor walking down the hallway in your direction.
Glabdor?
The leader of the merchant caravan.
Oh, okay.
He says, you're are you having trouble sleeping?
I've had some interesting things coming up. I'm not sure what's really going on, to be honest.
He says, I did see you talking to Xandros before we left.
The
if I were
Lich, I
you,
assume.
He doesn't know. Did you actually say the Lich out loud?
Oh, do they not know that they're Liches?
He does, because he wears that mask.
Oh, so yeah, actually, yeah. If they're not aware that publicly that they're Liches, then she's like, oh, so yeah, the religious guy, yeah.
That was a mouthful.
He goes, I don't know what happened, but I personally wouldn't trust him.
Oh, that's some very interesting information. I have a lot of questions actually about what happened at the bar there. Then, first and foremost, she's holding up the talisman. I've just found that this is actually a fake little talisman and not actually what it originally appeared to be. You can probably see like half the paint is scraped off now with half of the fake Lolf symbol painted on it now.
Yeah.
And I have another question. Can you help me find someone who might be able to identify item for me?
He says, I might be able to. I didn't really let on, but I'm a wizard myself.
Oh, that could be actually really handy, she says, and she slowly pulls out an arrow. He handed this to me saying that it should be able to help with fighting demons.
He raises an eyebrow and takes it and looks at it for a moment.
You're as confused as I am, so...
He casts some sort of spell, and he says, what exactly did he say this would do?
It's supposed to do, like, it's supposed to allow me to do extra damage to demons, supposedly. Other than that, he didn't really say much about it.
He goes, it's more or less what he said. It'll only be good for one use because it will unleash a series of acid in the demon's body when they're hit with it. He says, does anyone else in your group use a bow and arrow?
I use a bow and arrow myself, and the dwarf is capable of crossbows, I've seen.
He says, yes, but this wouldn't work in a crossbow.
No, so it'd be only useful for me, she says.
So the question is, how did he know to give this to you when you're literally the only person in your group who would be able to make any use out of it?
How did he know to give it to me? How did he see that person that was about to attack me? And why did the person that attacked me have a fake talisman around their neck saying that they were from Loth? He brings up many questions right now.
He hands the arrow back to you, says, I can't really give you any more answers, but it does sound like something fishy is going on.
Very much so. Thank you for identifying for me. So it is going to be useful later. And she puts it away.
He continues down the hallway to his room with a pondering look on his face.
He's not the only one at the moment. She's got all kinds of the questions. This is adding up to something weird. As she heads back into the room for now.
All right. So, the next morning, in the boys' room, everybody wakes up. Thordor wakes up. He's looking up as he's waking up, and he sees Sebastian hanging from the chandelier on the ceiling with a bucket on his head and his shirt missing.
Well, you had one heck of a night.
I've seen things. Wonderful things. Oh, my head's about to fucking burst. Ow!
Well, good on ya.
I didn't know there was a bucket on my head.
And He,
Yeah, I wonder how that got there.
after he falls on the ground out of the chandelier,
That must have been fun.
he pulls his head out of the bucket, and there's a crab hanging off of his nose, gripping his nose.
It's a magic bucket.
Oh, get it off, please.
Free lunch. I go over there. Use my
Quick, someone get the butter ready.
grab a crab. Toss it back in the bucket.
It's like as he's like caressing and gently touching his nose to make sure it's not hurt, he gets a really bad gut feeling. I'll be right back. Also, everyone, please clear a path. And I start running out of the room because I'm about to. Everyone,
have a good one.
Sebastian runs downstairs, and everybody else hears the bartender yell, "No, not on the floor!"
Move, woman! I just booked.
Sounds like you didn't make it.
I'll pay extra. Just let me.
I remember.
No. Oh, please, no more. No more.
I remember those days when I was young. Fun days.
I'm glad I don't have
their own.
Oh my god, my insides are on fire.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else can actually hear you anymore at this point. So this...
You're quoting that Family Guy bit.
Yeah, I took that from Family Guy.
Quick, hold my hair.
I need you to hold my ears.
Anyhow, everybody's awake now. Sebastian's being forced to mop up the floor.
Yeah, I should have known better.
Wait, who said that or not? It's like out of character.
That was out of character, sir.
Sheila gave me something.
So,
So obviously get our gear back together. Still looking at the now half uncovered talisman with a raised eyebrow. Annoyed, confused, and ordering breakfast.
yeah.
Like,
Actually,
There's not much you can do about it at the moment because you're nowhere near Sigil now.
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian takes one look at the breakfast and almost looks like he's about to puke again.
I do say in character, you're probably wishing you had a body about my size right about now.
I move my personal plate as far away from Sebastian as I can.
I've already gulped down my breakfast.
Slowly eating.
Sebastian, you want me to eat your share?
Please do.
Look to the bartender. What's the bartender's reaction to all of this chaos this morning?
She's just trying to ignore him.
I don't blame her.
I'm sorry.
I gulped down his breakfast.
I assume she's a mixture of both haha karma and oh god why.
Yeah, kinda.
Get this guy out of my place, please.
Like, she was fine with just messing with him for a while, but then when he started, it just wouldn't let up. She didn't want to deal with him anymore.
Yeah, she's at her breaking point at this point.
Finish breakfast, kind of waiting for the others to get done.
Yeah. I think everybody's done. I mean,
Yeah.
Arthur
Lena
doesn't
is
have
probably
to eat,
already
he just
done.
kind of sits there.
Just this there kind of makes sure that puking when it's done puking.
Maybe
It's
has a
dry
single
toast.
dry piece of toast.
Yeah, dry piece of toast.
It's something better than nothing.
Wait. It's like the single piece of toast. Is that for me or no? It's for you guys.
I was talking for
When you're
Sebastian.
throwing
but-
up, it's a comfort food.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It's essentially something really system for your system to devour and won't hopefully make you
Right.
upset your stomach again.
Oh my
Of course,
God.
the alternative
If I puke again, the tiefling is gonna kick me out or kick my ass or both.
Kick
Most
your ass
likely,
out.
most likely both. Tieflings have.
I don't know. Tieflings
Yeah.
Tieflings vary from person to person. Some of them are more amusing than others.
So what's the party doing now?
I think as long as you're going to be stable, we're heading towards the barracks. That's up to you,
Yeah.
though.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm off. Well, actually, if we do it in character, I'm up in the. So, what do we do now?
If you're up for it, we're heading towards the
we-
barracks.
If you
Okay.
must, you are welcome to lay on my back.
It's like I slap myself in the face twice and be like, "All right, let's go." And I completely switch attitudes. Spike
It's
the
quite-
puking.
Because quite frankly, most of you are so lightweight. I don't notice you on my back.
Yeah,
All right, so
oh, yeah, I take like his offer and sit in his back while I try to composure myself.
You could take a horse, but then again, we can always just leave the horses here if the barracks is closed.
That probably would be
Yeah,
the better. That would probably be the better idea.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, the horses are more or less just tied up outside. You know, they got food, but
Oh,
Yeah, they're obviously because we're paying for a room, they're gonna be fed.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, the barracks is like literally like maybe 30 feet away, so it's not that
Oh
far. of a
yeah,
walk.
it's like, oh, we're walking across the street. Oh, the barracks is so far away. Oh god.
There's like a couple buildings you walk past on the way there, but that's about it. So you walk in, and you immediately upon walking in, you see a very large ogre standing in the middle of the barracks, wearing what can only be described as a blanket of chainmail just kind of hanging over his torso. Like it's not shaped into the suit, the shape of a proper suit of armor.
what color is this ogre?
He's just regular flesh colored.
Oh, and not green.
Just a
No.
regular ogre.
Oh, because if he was
Not
green,
Shrek.
Sebastian would be feeling sick again.
Yeah, ogres aren't green in Dungeons and Dragons. They just not regular.
Not unless
skin
there's some
colored.
sort of special kind, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
And
what
on
we got.
his on his shoulder is a parrot with a monocle.
Oh,
I'm
and-
enjoying this
Oh,
And it
already.
looks down.
Alright,
It looks down at
finally
you
met-
as you.
Arthur's finally met his match.
The parrot looks down at you as you enter and squawks and says, "My name's Captain Peter, and this is Sergeant Rangok. How can I help you, boys?"
I look at everybody and I feel like either the illness has taken over or that bird just talked.
Right,
No, we saw it.
just to be clear,
I walk up
I
next
think it was
to
Bookbird.
I walk up next to Sebastian. The bird just talked and handed him a bucket.
just to be clear, that parrot is Captain Peter, correct?
Yes.
All right, I'm just making sure.
After handing Sebastian the bucket, I then turn back to the captain. Good morning, Captain. We are here about a job about local trouble you're having.
He goes, "Oh, you're more mercenaries fresh in from Sigil. At least you're a decent sized group of mercenaries. The last couple weren't very big. You haven't been all that helpful. And before you even ask, no, this isn't my original body."
I would
happens.
never have guessed that.
I was about to ask, how many years does a parrot have to serve in the forces or to be captain?
With him saying this is not my original body, he's like, happens and nods.
Yeah, Arthur definitely.
Arthur's definitely gonna have a nice conversation.
Yeah,
with
he
us.
looks at Arthur and goes, "At least," he goes, "and you at least got one that's more functional."
I do have to ask, how do you keep that monocle on your face?
Yeah, no, that's an old
Practice.
picture. That's an old picture. That's not the same. Or are you talking about the? Yeah,
He's
the,
talking about the parrot.
We're talking about the
Parrot.
parrot, not your
Yeah.
old character picture.
The parrot raises his wing, touches the monocle with it, and pulls it up and puts it back and goes, "It's magic."
Bitch, we
The
have to
magic goes like, oh.
That's kind of mundane. But not as fun as I was thinking. Phooey.
Yeah.
He
At
says,
least it's safe.
"Mundane. I can tell what every single one of your magical items can do."
Cool.
Oh.
Also, question: is the ogre in his original body, or is he just
Ogre.
special forces?
The ogre says, "Rangok original. Rangok smash bad guy."
Okay, just wanted
It's,
to know.
it's,
Sounds good enough to me.
It's Rangok friendly.
He wouldn't be part of the guard if he
Depend,
wasn't
you bad
friendly.
guy?
Yeah, he says exactly what Deadlock just said.
What did the Deluxe say?
Just depend, you bad guy.
I say to
Not bad guy.
Hey, we friend.
Captain Peter says, you can probably guess Rangok's the muscle and I'm the brains.
Okay.
Really? Because I thought you would be the brain and muscle.
I'm assuming that's why you wear the monocle. Or is that just for show?
He said it's magic. You can tell our magic item.
No,
Yeah.
No, never mind.
Yeah, it's not just for show. He actually has a reason to have it so that he can actually do something aside from bark out orders.
So it's
Okay.
like one of those. It's like one of those gem things that the jewelers wear.
I was gonna say it's
my
more or
God.
less it's more or less the D&D equivalent of a scouter.
Oh, that's okay.
He knows our magical power level.
Mm.
Gotcha.
It's over
And you're-
9,000.
I will get mine to over 9,000, man. And I will break it. Well, no, it'll be so powerful, he'll break it with his tiny wings.
And then
I
go.
don't think that's
"Rah."
possible.
And then go squawk.
He says, "You guys have good timing because I really could use a group to scout the forest nearby. We got the wide open areas easy enough because of the fact that, well, there's nothing obstructing our vision, so we can see very easily using like seeing glasses whether or not there's enemies out in the areas. But the trees obscure our vision, so we can't tell what's going on over there."
So
But there
you're
have been
looking. So you're looking for a scouting party to check out the forest, then?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right.
Ain't
What's
you
the pay?
aren't you guys lucky you have a ranger with you today?
Yes, very lucky.
He says you'll each get 100 gold for scouting the area. You'll gain extra gold as hazard pay if anything actually happens.
How much has to pay?
Depends on the severity of the
Hazard.
the encounter.
I quickly turn to the party and suggest collect ears if anything happens.
Yeah, okay.
Usually the
What
best
if they don't
method.
have it?
Batia, should I stay back for a little? I mean, I can still come, just I'm a little sick at the moment.
He looks at you and says, "You know what, buddy? Stop faking it."
What? I am sick. What are you talking about?
Because not according to my monocle, you aren't.
Huh. Really? Huh. Oh yeah.
He says,
Betcha takes back her bucket.
he says you're particularly on the lookout for any devils, demons, or Yugoloths. And if you see a particularly large group, don't engage, just return and let us know.
Will do.
Sounds fair enough. $100 for scouting, come back alive, and come back with any reports we find. Fair deal.
We'll see you and the big boy later.
Wait, what do burgers have to do with this?
Wait, what have to do with it?
Burgers, big boy.
Bob's big boy.
Big boy burgers. I actually still have a bank of that, by the way. A little piggy bank, big boy. Anyway, what's a burger? As we walk out the
Beef.
door.
On bread.
Beef on bread. Interesting thought. Anything else on that as we continue to walk?
Anything you want, basically.
So Scylla says, my sweets sound better, and she pops a marshmallow in her mouth.
That's a brilliant idea. So then you could play cards without getting the meat on over your hands.
Mm.
All right, so
Mushroom burgers. She suddenly thinks to herself.
Burger. I'll have a burger, please.
Burger. So I guess we're just gonna start heading out to the forest he directed us to.
yeah, and he didn't really specify a direction because directions don't really mean anything out here, but you can see the forest from the city, so you do know which way to walk.
There's only one forest visible, yeah, and he said most of the rest of the area is plains, so it's what's hiding in
Most of
there.
the rest of the area is plains. There's a few hills that might make it a little harder, but he's more worried about the forest because demon activity was pretty high for a while, and then it just kind of dropped off.
That is fishy. So, obviously, going into nature mode as we walk into the forest. Gonna start looking for, actually, first thing she's gonna do is she's walking into the forest, she's gonna be looking for tracks. Like anything.
You do see a couple footprints that don't look humanoid, but they don't seem to have any rhyme or reason of where they're placed, as if the person just went from one spot to another without walking.
Kind of like Blink or something? Some sort, yeah, like Blink or some sort of short spurt teleport.
Scylla says, are you actually theorizing this out loud?
Yes, she is theorizing this out loud because this is
Okay.
unusual path making.
Scylla says, or it's a being who can fly that keeps landing.
That's a possibility, or something that can jump very high.
She says there are quite a few fiends that have wings, so it could easily be the tracks from something that's flying.
Betcha kind of half nods and keeps looking as we might as well just follow where this particular odd trail is going, and also keep an eye for any other trails as we go.
Yes.
As you get a little ways into the forest, there's suddenly large, the sound of like lots of footsteps, and you see several what look like they look like rabbits with unicorn horns, more or less.
Bunny corns?
Bunny.
Like that Yu-Gi-Oh! What? I was gonna say that Yu-Gi-Oh! Character
It's
has the horn, but that's only with the card. If you put it.
It's almost like a stampede. They seem to be running from something, but they more or less try to run through you, so you're about to fight a couple of them.
Uh-oh.
Everybody back up.
Let's see if I can actually get this image to work, so I can actually show you what they look like.
Bunny corns.
Knowing my luck, it won't work though
I just
because
imagine like Beaver Warrior, but with like the horn, when it's magical horn.
yeah, the image isn't working. I'm not gonna sit here forever trying to fuck with it just to get an image of a rabbit with a horn sticking out of its
Get in the
head.
Discord.
I'll
Oh,
I'll
like
link you.
not like a unicorn horn?
Yeah,
Like
it's
legit
kind of like
unicorn horn?
it's kind of like a unicorn horn. I'll link you.
I have actually found. Yeah, I've actually found a couple of different pictures.
It's called an Al Mirage. I'm gonna link the actual image in the Discord chat in case anyone actually wants to see what it looks like.
Oh yeah, I already got it. Like I know what it's like. Freaky.
Yeah, I see one with a gnome.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Gnomes can definitely ride.
I just need to
these.
actually get a token to use for this real quick.
Almiraj, Almaraj.
Yeah. Mirage with L.
Mirage with the J, yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to just use like an animal that's not actually a rabbit because I don't think there's any good rabbit tokens.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Actually, let's see.
Actually, let's try it. That did not.
Oh yeah, that last one is the one I was actually looking at.
That's kind of weird, like Photoshop thing.
Yeah.
But so perfectly right though.
Yep.
We are being barraged by these folks. How big are they, by the way?
Bunny size?
Yeah, they're like, oh, they're. Let me look at the. I don't think I think they're bigger than regular rabbits. I gotta look at the.
I was gonna say if they're not bigger than regular rabbits, they're not gonna be much of a threat.
They're
hard to hit.
they're 3 feet tall.
Okay, so
That's-
they're like
they're
a
almost
medium-sized
they're almost
dog.
they're almost as tall as Thordor.
Oh, it's like, will this be like? Do they have canines or no? They got herbivore teeth.
They got herbivore teeth. You gotta worry about getting stabbed with the horn on their head.
Oh, okay. So
Mhm.
it's basically gonna be like Monty Python, but instead of us getting chewed to death, we'll just get stabbed to death with their horns. Okay.
They are kind
Yeah.
of stampeding, so that's not good.
Yeah, well, a lot of them are just going past you, but there's some that couldn't because they're going to spread out or to get around you. There's not any good tokens for this, so I'm gonna end up having to use I'm gonna use ferret tokens because there's nothing that's like a rabbit to use for this, really.
That's fine. We all recognize what they are.
What, behind the rabbit? It is the rabbit.
Yeah, what's up, douche?
Finally, a foe my own size.
I do gotta upgrade everybody's HP real quick before we start
Okay.
the fight, though.
Right.
Tracker. Okay, no, he actually has 16 HP. I think Claylix actually has the lowest HP out of everybody.
Of course, I'm going to die first. Everybody,
You are,
stand back.
you are technically the lowest level, so
You're going
Yeah.
to die to
Oh,
a
your
rabbit
character might
today.
be given to it.
You're going to die to a rabbit today. I hope you're proud. We make it a glorious death.
Mordor's HP is 26. Okay, these have.
While he finishes that up, I'm going to use the restroom real quick. Come back.
All right.
So.
Trying to stay awake.
Didn't get enough sleep.
Yeah,
I'm just drained and exhausted from work today. About 3 hours of the 8-hour shift was me outside getting carts. So humidity, sun, drain.
I haven't slept in like 18 hours.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah, I woke up at like 4 in the morning and I haven't gotten a whip of sleep since. Yeah, as soon as this is done, as soon as I hit the end key, it's like my head is probably gonna bang on the keyboard and you won't even hear.
All right.
Oh, okay.
They don't look anything like rabbits, but
they look like ferrets.
it's because that's all I could.
Yeah,
I had
these spirit tokens, whatever.
I had
know
to
what
pick
they are.
Yeah, I had to pick something that was like, a critter. I needed some kind of critter to use. So
It's close enough.
Yeah, close enough. It's fine.
it's just, the representation on the board. It's not like an accurate depiction. There's a couple monsters that I actually that are actually kind of important that I need, that aren't even any tokens to buy of them. Like there's certain fiends that there's no tokens for them on Rule 23.
At least it's not a raccoon that you keep calling a rabbit.
Oh, I see what you did.
No thingies. Anyhow, wait, what the fuck? Ah! Why is there a waifu in the chat?
Blame Deadlock. He liked it.
You boot.
Okay, are we all back now?
Yeah, I'm back. I don't know about the rest.
I
think Matt might have went AFK.
No, I'm here.
Oh.
Okay.
I've been waiting.
My favorite is the one TC posted. So cuddly.
Okay, so Matt,
roll
the honors of rolling for initiative.
He always rolls the best.
I like the very last one I posted.
The best rolls, believe me.
Yeah, okay, Matt, you go first.
Oh gosh.
So you have, because of your strength bonus, you got a +3 to hit, so it means you actually got 1d20 plus 6, and you have to get 11 or higher to hit, whichever one you go after.
Might as well just step forward and take the first one in front of me. Getting a little bit risky out here, sticking my neck out.
They're not very strong. They're nowhere near as strong as some of the other things you fought recently.
I'm probably not gonna bother with using Entangle on this.
I could use my lance, but I might as well just stick to the sword for right now, just in case. Whoa!
You don't even have to roll; it's dead.
Yeah.
She just walks up. Gone.
Was that completely necessary?
You hit the creature with your sword, cleaving it in half at the waist.
Damn.
Stella moves forward to attack. What's her bonus? I should write down everyone's freaking
completely
hit bonus.
necessary.
Shouting as you hit something is always completely necessary. At least I don't shout it right into the microphone. I shout it over here. I was definitely in the chat.
She hits, so
Nice.
so she does. Why am I even rolling? I don't know. They don't got that much HP.
They did.
Split.
Clay likes it's your turn.
Okay, so we'll roll 1d10, right?
No, you're for one thing. Which one are you gonna attack?
Oh, sorry.
And you gotta
I
roll.
Let's see. I'm going to use one of my axes, my throwing axes, and
You
just chuck it at the motherfucker on the ring.
I'm not really sure why you'd rather than use your throwing axe, but
So
so,
I'm too lazy to move up and attack it. I just want to throw it and just like I'll use my well, I can use either one, but I think I'm just gonna use my cold iron throwing.
you're gonna retrieve it after the fight's over, and neither of them has a real benefit, so it doesn't matter. So you roll 1 die 20 plus 2, and you have to get a 12 or higher to hit.
Okay, 12 or higher. Here we go. 1d20 plus 2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Bingo.
Woo!
Roll a 1 die 6 plus 3 for damage.
Okay.
Oof.
Hits one of them in the shoulder. It falls over temporarily, but barely manages to get back up. It's not moving anywhere though.
Wait, is the axe embedded in its shoulder or not? Just kind of like fell off it.
It's embedded in it.
Oh, okay. I still got 2 more axes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, it's your turn.
1d20 flip.
Plus 2, because you don't have a strength bonus.
Right. Oh God.
Oh.
You it narrowly misses or narrowly avoids the word.
Mhm.
That logs your turn.
Yep. I just got.
Let's
Actually,
get
I'll go right here. And
my bad luck continues.
D20 plus 4.
Wait, because you got. I think for you it's plus 3, isn't it? Let me look at your sheet real quick. Because just trying to remember what your strength bonus is, because you have wait.
I can't remember it's 3 or 4.
Yeah, you have a plus 1 to hit with your strength, and you have a plus 1 to hit with. It's plus 3 because you got the skill bonus, the strength bonus, and the magic bonus, so it's a plus 3.
Dang it.
You definitely missed.
Yeah.
Damn.
So your turn, TZ.
Go up to this boy and attack with my staff.
You hit.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
it's
just barely. He just barely hit, but he hit.
By 2 over.
That should have been as Arthur, but yeah, 14.
Yeah, you walk up and you swing your staff, hitting the axe that's already embedded in him and knocking it in further, killing the creature.
I tell Arthur like, good job.
Really knocked it in there.
I need to check something real quick. I need to look at TZ's character sheet because I'm trying to. I think he has a magic staff, so actually he probably more than hit if I'm remembering.
I have a magic. I have a magic dagger.
Yeah, that's right. You got a magic dagger. Okay, now it's the these things' turn.
Mm.
The one on the right tries to attack Badia. Misses. It ends up. It just kind of nibbles your boot.
kind of shake my foot, getting it off my foot.
Its horn just bounces off of part of your armor, more or less.
Oh, it's essentially darn near looks like it's nuzzling my leg. It's like, come on, back up, get off.
Get out of my way. Move. Get out of my way. The one in front of. Both the other ones try to attack Duraxis. Miss. That one hit.
Ooh.
One to his left hit.
Criticals rabbit.
2 damage!
Gets a critical, and then it gets a critical fail.
Critical fuck all.
Critical fuck off.
Okay.
It poked me in.
Oh no, the cleric
poked me in
took 2 damage.
It poked me in the arm.
We're rolling for initiative for the next round.
It poked you slightly in the toe.
Hmm. Gee, I wonder who won in this.
Poke me again, I will smack you with my ring hand.
Boy.
Okay, so
Ooh.
roll
Yeah,
to
that-
see if you hit.
Damn Care Bear movie.
Oh, did you already roll, Ozzie? I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
he
It's got a 9.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
the 9,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
You're going first again.
Alright, just smacking this one that just tried to nuzzle my leg. Oh, fail.
Yeah, he missed. You end up tearing up part of the grass instead of hitting the
Evasive little bugger! Pulls the sword back out of the ground.
the rabbit ferret.
Well, I guess we don't need a landscaper. We got Fatia.
Scylla tries to attack
Afraid
the
of
one
buckets.
directly in front of Draxus. She.
Did you choose these, or was this out of a module?
No, I chose these. I don't actually have a module set up.
So you chose an animal you can't even pronounce.
Almaraz.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's the plains. There's plenty of things out here we wouldn't be able
And I can
to
actually pronounce it. I was just joking because of the fact that I didn't have a rabbit token to use. Kalalex, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm
Just
I
go
think
for
I'm still gonna stay here and just throw my silver axe at the one up in front of me.
Okay. Roll 1d20 plus 2, was it? I think.
Yeah, I think it was a 1d20 plus
Yeah,
2.
plus 2. 1d20 plus 2.
Okay.
And you miss.
Your axe flies past it and gets stuck in a tree.
Swing and a miss.
Hey,
Drax's turn.
Watch me fail.
Hey, that was fun.
Shouldn't have said anything.
No, trust me. My roll stats are infamous of being
Okay.
knocking on all the wood.
Okay, so the one to the left of Draxus is engaged with Draxus and is facing him, right?
Yeah.
So I can move here.
Oh, have a plus. Plus. Plus
must
7 to hit. Plus 7 to hit because you're backstabbing.
No, you must have your beard.
Oh my god! That was a really bad roll.
You should have had
Are you kidding me?
You should have had your beard pointing at it. Your beard is obviously your.
In the opposite direction.
Tessero's turn. Or Arthur's turn.
Come on, Arthur, you can do this.
Right after this one. Hello.
Hello, my little fuzzy
Watch him get a
friend.
critical hit. Oh, he missed.
Oh, just barely.
Everybody.
These three rabbits are trying to be very squirrely.
They're very precocious.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like
I
Arthur's
heard it. Yeah, there.
Arthur's got terrible Thaco because his hasn't improved since you guys started because wizards don't get Thaco improvements very often.
These little critters are absolute dynamite.
Okay,
They follow the Lord and Master Foamy.
they pretty much attack in the same pattern as last time. Miss, miss, miss. They all missed.
Okay, everybody's missing.
Just a
Roll
round
for
of everyone
initiative.
striking the air.
Oh shit! Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Double tie.
Brace yourselves.
well,
Oh no, I thought it was a 1.
no.
Yeah, so no.
Rabbits are horny.
Oh my.
Oh,
Wait.
It's
No, it missed by 1. It had to get an 18 to hit.
oh,
Oh, yes.
Woo!
High armor.
Miss.
Miss.
High armor.
okay. Oh, hi, armor.
Oh,
Body is
high
turned.
armor.
Your turn again, Matt.
Okay, how about we not whiff this one? Maybe, just maybe.
This is weird.
There.
No.
And
were
it is
saying-
gone.
You know, both your hits this fight have been criticals. You realize that, right?
Now, yes, currently.
Dead. Like it's just
Yep.
you just cleaved another one in two.
Just a
Okay,
frustrated
so-
look as she gets it.
Still his turn.
Right.
Yep. There's the die roll for it. Still is actually on the.
Thing.
Oh, it doesn't put one die 20 repeatedly if you keep rolling the same thing, so it didn't knock all the other dice rolls off the list.
Miss.
She hits. No, she hit.
Oh, that was it? Oh, never
She
mind.
only has to get 11 to
Yeah,
hit.
oh, I thought you needed to get 12. Anyway.
No. Even if she did need to get 12, she got a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Dead.
Dead.
It exploded.
Now it is
Yes.
Sebastian's turn.
I swear to God, if your axe it
Oh.
lands. If your axe lands on me and not the bunny, I'm very upset.
What? You want me?
Well,
to
if you're
do,
rolling cover rolls,
I'm Sebastian Silverkin, and this is Jackass. I'm gonna take this axe. I'm gonna try to throw it. Right.
I'm in more danger than you because if whiffs, it
This
could
is-
hit me.
This is Jack. That is an ass. Watch me turn it to a jackass.
Let's see.
So I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw it right here at this distance.
Oh,
See if,
God.
wait, can I throw it at the distance or no? It's like or I can try.
You can. You don't have to worry. You can throw past your teammates. You don't have to worry about actually.
Wait, so again, it's 1d20 plus 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
here we
You
go.
know, it's only +2. When if you had moved up and were swinging with your hammer, you'd have a +4 because your hammer's magic.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. 1d20 plus 2.
I love how you just like nah. I'm not gonna do the thing that's more likely to hit. You missed. And the sad thing is, if you had moved up and used your hammer, you would have hit, and this fight would probably be over.
So I throw it and I hit the rest.
You don't hit anything. You just it sticks. It just barely it flies past him and sticks into the ground.
Ah,
I
shoot.
give him a very stern, unhappy look.
It's Jirax's turn. You hit. One die eight plus 3 for damage.
1d8 plus what?
3.
3.
Dead.
Uh,
Yeah, they only got one hit dice. They can't have over 10 HP.
Goodbye.
Instead of using my weapon, I just stomp on it until it stops supporting me.
You finally stab the creature with your sword, and you're so angry when you stabbed it, it got stuck on your blade.
God damn it.
Oh, damn.
And you start waving it off, trying to shake it off.
You know what? You know what? This is lunch.
Yeah, we could just use this for food.
So the fight's over, but now that you have a chance to collect yourselves, Batia, you know, being a ranger and knowing things about animals, realize
If there was
tell-
a
they
stampede,
were
they were
running
running
from
from something, yes. So obviously we should follow the trail and see where this is going to lead us, because it's obviously something obviously spooked them real big if they had it run like that in a big group. So
Yes.
start following the bunny trail.
all right. Do you keep the bunny meat though?
Yes.
Yes.
I would assume that they decided, and it's most likely yes, because we'll probably eat it later if we're stuck out here for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bunny stew.
You continue down that path.
The Rex is probably going to eat all the meat.
Yep.
You know, I think from now on, when I just need to flat out show an image of something, I'm just going to post it into the Discord chat because it's easier than uploading it to the
Thing.
the thing and then pushing it. Unless I have a reason to want it on the screen.
Right.
I'm
Google
Sebastian
load.
Jack.
Rabbit.
You continue that direction. You get Let me find a better image. That's somebody's deviant art. I want some actual official artwork.
Yeah, no one likes deviant art. Shift I, shift I.
Yes. Deviant art is for deviants.
Okay, so
You know what? Just saying, I could pick up that axe that landed near me and just tap it on his head.
It says, use your hammer next time.
Exactly.
But I like using my axes.
Use
Well,
your
I
hammer.
put my axes, right?
Not when I almost end up being the target.
Use your hammer, and if your hammer breaks, you can get an axe.
You'll put your eye out, and if you don't do it yourself, we'll put your eye out.
But I like my eyes.
Good.
Scylla says, you might want to save the throwing axes for more specific circumstances, considering you only have 3 of them.
Yes, true. But again, I love my throwing axes. I can't help it. I don't just like to throw them.
And your conversation is more or less cut short by Batia shushing people because she spotted something.
Shh.
You see up ahead at the clearing, there are 2 not so human looking creatures wielding pole arms, sitting out in the clearing, eating some Almirage stew.
They're not human looking. Yeah, it's pictures in chat, and I'm also putting it up on the stream here.
They look like those guys from episode 1.
Oh, the horrible stereotype that were running the.
I would have to be more specific. Yeah.
the ones that are running the trade group. Yeah.
I put my cloak up.
They look a little less stereotypical, but yeah.
I put my cloak up and try to stick to the shadows, moving silently as I can to get closer to here.
Yeah. While we're sitting here, while I'm watching them, can I tell what they are by any chance?
Scylla kind of slowly moves up next to you and says, "Those are Barbazoo. They're more or less the shock troops of the Devil Army."
Devils.
The devil, you say?
So either way, they're trouble.
Yeah, they're not pushovers.
And I assume. By the way, Batya looks back to see if the thief is nearby, and I assume he's already gone.
I think. Well, he's made himself invisible. I think. So yeah. You might have trouble spotting him.
As I said, I assume he's already gone. So it's like, okay, he's gone to sneak. So we better hold position and cover here.
Cloak?
Scylla says, so what's the plan? Are we gonna attack?
We're gonna wait until the thief comes back and see what he has learned by sneaking around them. He's probably invisible right now.
Oh, you're gonna...
Right.
So that's pretty much up to him right now.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're trying to get closer to see if they're saying anything?
Yeah, he was. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. The problem with that is that they're speaking in infernal. You can't understand what they're saying.
All right. Well, I sneak back and tell them all I heard was some gibberish and gobbledygook.
Oh, so they're probably talking infernal or something like it. So they're hard for anyone else to listen to.
The only person here that can understand what they're saying is Arthur.
Oh dear. Wait, I believe I have invisibility.
You do.
As a spell or as an item?
Yeah,
she actually has the spell. And the thing is, invisibility lasts up to 24 hours as long as you don't attack anything.
Yeah, Arthur's official stealth guy now.
I kind of have trouble moving silently, but...
Clang, clang, clang.
Yeah, but if they don't actually see you coming, they might just assume it's an animal.
Right. Okay.
Metallic animal.
Do I need to roll anything to cast invisibility on myself?
No.
Okay.
Just bibbity bobbity
That's
boop gone.
it automatically succeeds, and obviously you're casting it far enough away that they wouldn't hear you chanting anything.
Okay, cast invisibility and try to sneak up to hear what they're saying.
You hear one of them saying, I don't know why the hell we're out here looking for these stupid demons. Who cares about the freaking human city nearby? Aside from that, they're just talking about the taste of the food.
Okay, so
Daraxis will blow our cover. It'll just run. Let me have your stew.
Yeah, it's a good thing Boba
he goes
was.
back and
Yeah.
he relays this information to them. There's apparently a human city nearby.
Well,
They're-
that's where we just came from.
Yeah.
So that I would
Yeah.
assume that then technically means that they're actually out here hunting the demons like we are. So they're actually not our enemies, which is for the moment nice.
Maybe we can go up to them and propose an alliance using the translation skills of Mr. Roboto here.
Domo.
Scylla also points out it's actually probably likely that they know how to speak common, but they're just speaking in their own language because they're not communicating with anyone other than each other.
Precisely. Hopefully.
Although they may have a bit more respect if we're speaking Infernal. Or would they have less respect? I don't know.
It's possible.
It's possible you'll
We
get
also-
their interest if you can speak it back to them, yes.
Yeah. There's also the fact that what's more important, the person that can speak their language or someone that has higher than 3 charisma?
Well, who has
This
the
is true.
highest charisma?
TZ only has 3 charisma.
Yeah, because he's like
Yes.
a big skeletal
Yeah,
robot thing.
Yeah, that probably won't end well.
Yeah, I got like 13 charisma. Yeah.
Let me see what
Yeah.
mine was.
I don't think anyone has. I think Thordor and Sebastian are tied for 13.
Okay, so
And that's
we'll
the
basically-
highest that anyone has.
We'll basically be the
I believe I
talker.
was supposed to be higher, but I took a negative on that because of my race. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at 9.
We may even be able to
Yeah.
justify Arthur's low charisma by talking Uncanny Valley. So he kind of looks human, but he's not human, so they're repulsed.
I mean, it's possible. There's also the fact that they might not care about whether someone's charismatic or not. You don't know.
that's also true.
Well, charisma has it's sort of like an intrinsic value.
Yeah.
It's just kind of how likely are people to like you.
Hmm.
That's
So should we keep a watch on them or just move on? Trying to find more info.
I'm fine with at least letting them know we're in the area so that we don't end up having to cross blades for some unknown reason later. But that's, I guess, up to the group.
While you're sitting around discussing amongst yourselves what to do, you suddenly hear a rustle in the tree above you.
Oh shit!
I do a perception check to see
Well,
what.
you don't need. You
Pull
don't
out
need
Lance.
to do. You're gonna just be able to look up and see what it is.
Okay.
But
Then
I just need Google to load. Oh, for crying out loud! Why is Google being a dick lately?
They've always been.
Because Google.
It's cool.
I'm like starting to wonder if they like intentionally throttle how well the site runs when you're on something other than Chrome.
I don't know.
Like
I'm
I wouldn't
not
put
sure.
it past them. Because I'm on Firefox because I got sick of issues I was having with Chrome.
I actually
My
tried
family's-
DuckDuckGo, by the way. It might be a good replacement.
Fucking load. Fuck it. You look up and there's something that looks like a gargoyle looking down at you.
Oh no, Goliath.
Wait, what are those little shoulder things from Mr. Roboto doing up there?
What the hell's Mr. Robot?
Okay, it finally is loading. None of these are Damn it! It's giving me fucking results for different things. Okay, well, this at least is from Forgotten Realms wiki, so
Should be the
this
closest
one actually looks more
approximation.
badass than the image I thought I was gonna find.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Spiny.
It looks
Well, they don't look friendly.
it looks down at your group and says, "Greetings, mortals. Is there a reason you're huddled in the bushes near my friends?"
I'd be like, demon.
I go shh at the warrior cleric, and then look back up to him, up to the gargoyle. We're sorry, we accidentally happened upon them ourselves, and we were just discussing whether or not to introduce ourselves or to just walk away.
He says, "Interesting. What business do you have out in these woods?"
I believe from what we overheard, you're aware of the human city nearby. We are hired mercenaries to come check on the woods to make sure there aren't more trouble out here. There isn't more trouble out here.
He says, "Are we considered trouble?"
As far as I'm concerned, at the moment, no.
He looks across your party again, and for a moment his gaze stops on Arthur.
Oh. I was going to say me for a second.
And
says hello, and he says hello, but in
Draconic.
the demon. Yeah.
Infernal.
he just says, interesting. He says, "Well, if you're trying to help that city, you should probably get back there now because there's an army of demons headed that way that have been tunneling under the ground."
Oh, shit.
Oh dear.
Could you show us the way, please?
Oh shit, son.
He's more or less telling you to go back to the
Just
city
to go
and
back to the
warn
city?
them.
Oh,
Yeah, just go.
all right. Thank you very much, and quickly pick up everything and we'll run back to the city.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go.
Obviously, Ranger, so trying to track as fast as I can back through the forest, back to
Yeah.
town.
I grab my hammer and I scream, "For Apollo!"
You scream, "What?"
Or Apollo, I think.
Yeah,
For
you kind of
Apollo.
like faded out when you yelled there.
I'm sorry. Did I say
Okay,
for
so-
Apollo?
So you get back to the city. Nothing seems to be happening yet.
Yep, for Apollo. I screamed out for Apollo with my warhammer.
If nothing's happening yet, we need to quickly get back to the barracks.
Okay.
Yes.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You head to the barracks, and Rangok is just like sitting in a chair staring at a banana with
Look, big boy, we got
Peter,
something.
with Peter sitting on the table nearby.
Captain, we've come across some very interesting news.
Yes.
Obviously, probably the entire group looks panicked now.
Yeah.
He his eyes kind of widen. He goes, "I'm guessing this isn't good news."
Oh,
No.
no. fucking
We had an encounter with some local rabbits. Barely managed to out dodge them and had to fight a couple. But after that words, we found that there was demons.
You
No, it
ran
was
into devils.
Devils. That we found a campment of devils and got in contact with one of them, who told us that a group of demons is currently digging underneath the town and is coming this way.
Not digging under the town, but they're digging underground.
They're digging underground and trying to come to the city.
He says, "Okay, I'm gonna go alert the guards. Come with me."
Yes, sir. And I quickly grab up my lance and follow.
He hops on Rangok's shoulder as he starts running out the door. The ground kind of shaking as he runs because he's so freaking huge.
Okay. For a second, I thought that was the D.
No, we're following an ogre that's going to trouble a bit.
Within moments, he's gathered up the other mercenaries that came here with you, as well as about 300 soldiers
Oh, shit.
that all have spears and shields.
What did you do?
Uh-oh.
As well as a bearded man wearing a lion fur, holding a giant club that says,
Is that your brother?
he's not an ogre.
Damn it.
He says, that says, if the demons come, then Hercules shall destroy the demon.
Hercules, Hercules, Hercules.
Yes, it actually is
I-
Hercules.
No,
Do I
literally.
do I roll a religion to see if I know who Hercules is?
Oh no! Wait, guys!
Um,
Oh,
Clay,
I feel like it's
Sebastian
like-
knows who he
You
is.
know, Sebastian very obviously seems to be
Sebastian.
hyped.
Sebastian is getting like a schoolgirl. It's a legend. It's.
This
I
is
go
a-
over.
This is
I
a
go
very
over to Hercules.
this is a very unflattering side of you.
Can I go over to Hercules?
Like, again, do I roll religion to see if I can gather any information about Hercules, despite Sebastian's freaking out?
If if you want to, you can. Let's see. What would the?
It'd be like a DC 5, probably. It's like a
Well, I
legendary.
got,
Yeah, I think that
got
would be like an intelligence check.
local history Olympus, so you know, of course I'll know Hercules.
You got 10 intelligence, so you need to roll a 10 or lower on a 1 die 20.
Oh wow! That's one die
Otherwise, you
20
might-
and 10 and under.
Well,
You might need to. If
you,
you fail, you might need to ask. 'Cause
yeah,
you, I
that's
mean,
why I
you
said
did
just ask-
you did read a lot of books.
Yes,
when you-
I've been.
you-
She's
you
been
might have
very much
stumbled
book
upon
reading,
it.
so we'll see if she stumbled on it. Yes.
Okay, so you know who Hercules is.
Oh.
You stumbled upon it while you were
Hercules.
reading.
I look at Batia and I feel like, yes, I know, it's the legend.
You are a very hyped up individual, and I turn back to the others. This guy is like super strong.
I
He's-
know.
Scylla says half god to be exact.
Exactly.
Incredible.
Soon after he like most of the troops have been gathered to the main gate to the city. Soon afterwards, there's the sound of like a war horn. The gate's closed. Like, just so you guys are not gonna be like running straight in and attacking anything. There's it's just like a sea of demons are marching forth from an opening that's burst open in the ground, like about 100 feet away from the
front gate.
from the
Okay.
front gate.
Ooh.
Several of the soldiers get up on the wall and they're shooting arrows and at them as the creatures are just basically slamming themselves against the gate, mindlessly trying to smash it open as they're being pelted with arrows and hot oil.
Wait, I tell the party, I'd be like, do not worry, my friends, Hercules will save us.
Calm down. You're
Just, like,
very
tank
hyper right
falling
now.
Very unflattering.
Are you guys trying to get Hercules' autograph?
Even though my god Apollo is mine, I will always respect Hercules.
The monsters that are slamming themselves into the gate.
So I assume the gate's like a solid wood or something.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
these
it's a solid
guys.
wood. They're trying to smash it open. They don't have any proper siege weapons,
Mhm.
Got these
and they
badass-
don't seem very intelligent either.
So they're just brute forcing it as much as they
just
can.
using their fat
Is,
bellies.
are
smash-
like other soldiers bracing the door, or
Yeah, there's some of them bracing the door, and the rest of them are up on the wall shooting at them, or some of them are also patrolling the other areas of the city in case they try to get in
move
somewhere
around?
other than the main gate.
Mm.
And I'm going to point out that the other mercenaries are here. You don't really have a lot of time with interaction, but they've all been introduced. The mustached hat guy with the throwing knives is an assassin known as Amano, the Unseen Illusion.
Yeah.
The orc with the cowbell is Rugbat Bone Singer.
Yeah.
The dwarf cleric is Bjorn Silverstone, and the dwarf wizard is Grimlar's Hammerfist.
Oh, okay, the dwarves I roasted. Okay.
Yeah, the dwarf. Well, you really
The
only roasted
dwarves
one
you
of them.
opened
The
your
other
big
one
fat
just
mouth
kind of
to,
shrugged it off and
yes.
joined you in with you.
Hey.
The
So we're not hearing any trouble from the other gates yet, but obviously this gate is about to
Yeah.
possibly break in if
Yeah,
this gets any
and-
worse.
and you hear Captain Peter says this doesn't make any sense. They have to have a leader somewhere. Those things are known as mains. They don't have the brain power to march on their own.
If they're digging, then are they digging underneath the wall?
Because it's possible, but if we don't hear anything, we can't really abandon the front gate. Amano steps forward and says, I think I've spotted somebody that might be a commander of some kind. He looks like a dark elf, but I don't think he is. He's off in the distance, just hanging out on a horse with a few demons nearby to guard him.
That sounds like our troublemaker then.
He says, "Might I suggest a course of action?"
Yes.
He looks at Badia and says, "You're skilled on horseback, correct?"
Yes.
He says, "Then I believe you, me, and one other person should try to reach the commander without the rest of their army noticing us on horseback, while the rest stay here in case they're needed."
I take this into account. So, in other words, we should take the other gate, sneak around as best as we can, and attack them behind.
Yeah. He says, if we take out their leader, the rest of them won't have a brain to give them orders, and they'll be easily defeated.
If we could
And probably the big rush will stop, so it's probably
a house of cards.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the big rush will stop so that the rest of the soldiers can pick them off. That sounds like a good plan. Yes, let's
And
do
while,
this.
and as you're finishing, while you're still discussing this, you suddenly hear Hercules yell, "To battle!" and he leaps off of the wall into the middle of the monsters.
He's going to keep them busy.
I
Did he
run
activate his
towards
three?
the
That man fell very far.
for Apollo.
So
That man you don't need to worry about. We need to get that leader though. He's going to keep the rest of
Amano.
those monsters busy.
Amano says, "So besides you and me, who else should we take with us?"
Oh,
I think one of the clerics probably would be.
yeah, probably one
Good
of
idea.
the clerics. So we have two of them.
You might want to take the one that's more capable of taking hits then.
So Draxus then.
Yeah.
Most likely, yes. I think, yeah, he's obviously going to be able to take it a lot better. Draxus, would you like to accompany us for a side mission?
I thought you never asked.
We're going to have some fun. We're going to kill a leader.
So, as
Just point me, and I will charge.
you and Amano both get on horseback, and
Draxus just runs on
and
foot.
Jaraxus is just running because he's Jaraxus.
Because he's fast.
And as you're leaving the gate, there's suddenly a loud explosion heard from the other side of the city.
What was that?
Where everybody else is.
Rangok looks at Badia's group, says, "You go." Then he points at everyone else, goes, "You with me," and starts running towards the sound of the explosion.
Yes, the rest of everybody else of the party has to stay here while two of us run off to do a battle with the boss.
But
Wait.
before I run off with everybody else, I put my cloak up.
Ah, it's going invisible.
Oh, you're gonna?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say you're turning into a bat to fly over there.
No. Put my cloak up to be invisible.
it's not really dark
You
enough.
know
for
what would
you
be
to
really
Oh,
cool is if you had
it's
grenades and
not
you did
dark.
the whole bat thing.
Because you're not in the
and
middle of a forest anymore.
Yeah.
You know what would be really
I-
cool is if you did the whole bat thing while having grenades.
No, yeah.
Yeah, and start shooting them out like bombs away.
Just drop the grenades after you light them.
So you run the. Okay, so we're doing the other party members before the. Whoops, I did not mean to move that yet. I need to set.
What?
Set things up. Whoops.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shove Badia and Duraxis's tokens in the corner so I don't have to actually take them off the
Bored.
the board.
Okey-doke. And the rest of you have to worry.
Yeah.
How'd you take a 5-minute break?
If I do, I might fall asleep.
Yeah.
Go
If
get
I
some
take-
soda.
That's a joke. I have no soda.
I unfortunately drank all my soda, so I'm just running on fumes at the moment.
That's more or less what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I have.
The only thing that keeps me going is me fighting with Hercules.
I have real sugar Pepsi. I have Mountain Dew Throwback, and I have Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
I have. We went to Taco Bell today because today is Cinco de Mayo, and my yes,
That's
I
the
know.
closest we get.
Well, that and my mom, she recently had cataract surgery, so she
Ooh.
couldn't go in the restaurant.
Yeah, you can't go
So-
anywhere fancy with that. Yeah.
Right, and because they don't really didn't really want the sodas from it. I got the sodas from all three of our things, and I still have a Mountain Dew Baja Blast and Mountain Dew left from that.
I really liked the Skittles strawberry thing.
Yeah, I miss the Sangarita Blast, but they don't have that anymore. They stopped carrying that a few months
I
ago.
saw that Skittles thing, but I got the Baja Blast icy thing. That was actually really
Yeah.
delicious.
I highly recommend if you go by Taco Bell, grab the Skittles one. I think you'll like it.
Right.
Might give it a try next time. The other one the Baja one was pretty good. So
I have
That-
lost.
that's
we're
the
talking
least-
we're talking about drinks while Ozzie's setting up.
Yeah.
That's probably my second favorite. I actually liked the Airhead blueberry one they had a while, but they stopped it sadly.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was okay.
I think they also used to do a root beer or Dr. Pepper soda one, but I'm not sure what happened to that one.
Probably switched it out.
Nah, I missed
Not,
out.
not
on
sure.
it, so-
Not sure how good the root beer is, and a Dr Pepper one. I'm not sure if they do. They have Dr
Well,
Pepper.
I'm not
I think
sure.
they have
I'm-
Dr Pepper.
Well, what I mean was, I'm not sure if it was root beer or Dr. Pepper. I
Yeah.
would assume that most likely it probably was one or the other. But like I said, most likely I missed out on it because I never got to try it. It was every time I Taco Bell, I remember a couple of times I saw somebody getting a freeze that was like dark brown. I'm like, what's that? And they never responded to me.
Yeah, unfortunately, random people usually don't want to talk to people they don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys reach the portion of the city that the sound came from, and there is quite a few of the monsters have gotten through a huge opening that's been just smashed into the wall. Like it looks like it was hit with some sort of explosive. And the soldiers are currently fighting the mains as several of them begin to rush the party.
Okay.
So, and the thing that's standing next to Sebastian is Rangok.
Woo! All right, big boy, let's do this.
So, since Matt is actually not in this fight, Claylex, roll a 1d10 for initiative.
Okay, here we go.
They're going first.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you're trying to roll though.
Yeah, whoa. I know.
Here they come.
Oh shit. Well, I gotta zoom out a little because I can't see shit.
These
Hold on.
things each take 2 attacks because they attack with both of their claws.
Oh dear.
Ooh boy.
I'm definitely getting my hammer out for this shit.
Well, it actually hit Rangok.
Oof. I hope that. Oh.
That one missed.
Rangok not have 18, but he does have 15. Oh, he got a hit again.
I'm just gonna roll both now, so I don't have to. They've done a whopping 2 damage to him.
2 bone crushing
One's-
damage.
Uh-oh.
One's attacking. What's his name?
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Okay.
They have to get to hit you. They
Roll
have
that
to get
brain
a
footage.
14 or higher.
4.
Oh.
Oh!
One of them hit 1 damage. So you're down to 15 HP. But, oops, that was wrong. Wait, did I? Hold on. I think I might have changed something. wrong.
Did you need to update his counter?
No, I need to look at something real quick. Tracker. Okay, yes, no, it's 15, so he's at now. This one's moving forward to try and attack Scylla.
No.
Miss.
No.
Miss. Someone's trying to attack Deadlock. Has to get a 15 or higher.
Miss.
Missed. Someone also is trying to attack Deadlock.
Oh,
It hit with 1 claw
not good.
for 4 damage.
Could have been worse.
That's the most it could have
that's
done
about it.
because
Yeah.
they only do
Yeah.
1 die 2 with their claws.
Yeah.
But if the thing is, if they hit with both their claws, they automatically hit with their bite afterwards.
All right.
It's Sebastian's turn.
Oh, okay. I'm going to, I'm definitely pulling out my hand. So that's like 1d20 plus 4.
Yeah, so you gotta get and you gotta get a.
Whoa.
That works.
You killed it for sure.
Good dad. I just smash it over in the head and be like,
Yeah.
Good dad.
It smashes straight into the ground, and then it explodes into a burst of corrosive gas.
Oh dear.
Does 1 damage to Claylex, or to Sebastian,
Oh, what?
Scylla,
That actually hurt me?
and
Corrosive
and
gas, dude.
Rangok. Yeah, they shoot out corrosive gas around them when they die.
Darn it.
Splash damage, my dude. Splash damage. Look out.
Damn.
Scylla's
Gotta go
turn.
now.
She really doesn't want to hit one after that, but she doesn't got much choice because otherwise they're going to keep attacking.
Yep.
Gotta push them away. Like Boomer. Left dead.
Well, she missed.
Ah.
Rangok attacks.
Please. Roll.
He hit.
Yay.
That one went kersplat.
That's like 1 minus 1. Otherwise, the skin's super tough.
Okay. Oh.
It does 4 damage to Rangok and Sebastian.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Thordor's turn.
Okay. D20. 18.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Like, teleport
Okay.
behind. Teleport behind. Be like nothing personal.
1 die 8 plus. What is it? 1 die 8 plus 4, I think, is how much damage you do
Okay.
because of your magic.
6.
It's dead.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Stupid pen. The only thing is now, both you and Scylla take 2 damage.
Oof.
That brings you down to 20. You're down to 28. I'm quickly starting to realize why these things are worth as much experience as they are, in spite of the fact that they're cannon fodder.
Right.
That damn splash damage. Though.
It is
Horrific splash damage.
Arthur's
yeah.
turn.
Okay. I'm still gonna stay back.
You might want to actually use a spell.
Yeah, definitely.
Take a few steps back.
I'm gonna dual cast magic missile.
Okay.
The one in front of me and the one to the left of him.
Okay, so you do 2d4 plus 2 to each of them. The one directly in front is dead. The one to the left of Thordor is just barely clinging to life.
Oh please. Okay. Wait for the splash damage. Oh.
Yeah.
Boy, come on. Oh.
2 damage to everybody on the front line except Rangok, so Thordor's at 18, Scylla is at 26, and you're down to 8.
I'm down to 8 health. I'm dying here.
You can always cast a heal spell on yourself, can't you?
Yeah, there is that.
I can, but like, maybe I should save up for a little bit.
Okay, so that's the end of that round.
Oh, it's their turn. Oh,
Yeah, no, then you gotta roll for
Oh.
initiative. They went first, so
yeah.
that round's over. So roll, Claylix.
oh, okay.
1d10, my dude.
Dang.
Oh.
Not so good. Okay, there's only, well, at least there's only 2 left. The one attacks Rangok twice. Missed both turns. The other one tries to attack Thordor.
Oh.
Miss.
Does that hit
And-
himself?
It trips and kills itself, causing it to explode.
What splash?
5 damage.
Oof.
It more or less suicide bombered you.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was gonna say kamikaze.
It purposely tripped itself and just blew up.
So it's your turn, Claylex. This is the point where you might actually want to use a throwing axe.
Yes.
Okay, okay, I will take your advice and do a throwing axe. Wait, so what?
I want to
like,
back up first.
No, he's far
No,
enough away
yeah,
that
he's
the
far enough.
explosion won't hit him.
Yeah.
So one die 20 plus 2. You gotta get you gotta get a you gotta get 10 or higher to hit.
Okay, okay. 1 die 20 plus 2, got it. Okay,
Yep.
a 10 or higher. Here we go. Yes.
You hit. 1 die, so you do 1 die 6 plus 2 damage.
Okay, plus 2, got it. 1 die
Okay.
6 plus 2.
Dead.
Yeah.
But it does splash damage.
Yeah, it would hurt Rangok, but he's a mountain of flesh, so it's not really phasing him much.
Oh, okay, it didn't affect me. Okay.
Yeah, you're out of
Yeah,
range.
you're 2
like,
spaces
you
back.
literally
It's-
you have to be close enough to melee them to get hit by it.
Okay. Oh wait, can I cast a healing spell on myself now or no?
No.
No,
not-
it's the end of your
Not
turn.
on this turn.
Yeah,
Oh,
you already used your
You can move, and that's about it.
Well, the fight's actually over. I just kind of
Oh.
had the other stuff there for like flavor.
Oh, okay.
Well, a lot of the soldiers did actually die. So,
Oh,
Oh.
but more or less, all the mains are dead. More soldiers arrive, and they more or less form a phalanx wall at the opening in the wall to try and hold the rest, any more of them back from coming through the wall. Need Kevin to get back from being AFK though, because
I'm back.
you are back.
Timing.
Yes. Timing.
This thing is not cooperating with me. God damn it.
I hope the others are doing a better job than what we're doing.
Ozzie, are you looking up stuff like on Google or something?
Hmm?
Are you looking at something
I'm-
on like Google or something?
No, I'm setting up for the next thing
Okay.
because it's basically switching over to you, Duraxis, and Amano.
Well, just in case you have any more trouble with Google, this is what I've been using to replace Google lately.
Well, it's because the Chrome itself is so slow, right?
I'm not using Chrome. I think it's
Right,
Google
yeah.
interfering with Firefox. It's like, no, you're using the wrong thing.
See, I really have
Microsoft
problems
does
myself.
that with
That's me.
Fucking
Well,
annoying.
my main reason for switching over is because Google Images got rid of actually being able to see the big image close up.
There,
So,
There's a plugin you can
yeah,
use. I'll
yeah.
link you to it.
Hmm?
There's a plugin for that. I'll link you.
yeah.
well, I just use this, and this does the exact same thing now.
In fact, there's one for Firefox too, called View Image.
I just realized I did not make an icon for Amano or a token for Amano. Let's see.
I'm not so much worried about the privacy stuff that DuckDuckGo does, but the fact that it's essentially Google and less suck is pretty much the reason why I use it. Also, I believe I get different outcomes for when I do searches on DuckDuckGo. It's less Google censoring things.
Yeah, in fact, what Tessero linked is what I have, but for Firefox.
How does this look? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. That'll actually work for him.
Where? Found something for him for when things are placing.
Yeah, because I needed a token for Amano. Okay.
It's funny we keep bumping into these same NPCs. We're almost first name with them now.
Well, you are now because you got introduced while getting ready for the fight.
Yeah, while caravanning and everything else.
Let's see.
We're that group of loopy people that they keep bumping into. It's just like, why are these nutjobs always following us around? And why are they here in the middle of the worst chaotic thing that could happen while we're visiting a village?
Because it happens, that's why.
Well, Amano's got a particular hatred for demons because they're the reason he's got a metal hand and a crystal eyeball.
Oh, that's right. He got screwed up after we saw him the first time.
Yeah. Let's see.
So as far as he's concerned, if someone can help him stab something really, really hard and make him feel better about it, all the better.
Okay, here we go. I had to find the freaking page for these things. Dretch.
Oh, by the way, was that last monster image supposed to be the guys that they were fighting?
Yeah, that's what the mains look like.
Well, we were fighting fat bitches.
Such a
You're
bloated,
fighting
ugly
things that look like
looking
trolls,
demons.
except they look like trolls, but they got maggots crawling all over them.
Ew.
Come on. I did not need that image in my head.
Too late.
Nasty. That's what those little squiggles are.
Not helping.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Who wants rice?
Okay, everybody shut up now. I do not need to lose my lunch. Thank you very much.
Sebastian already lost his. He doesn't.
Sebastian has already lost his lunch. We don't need another character or player.
Okay, now I got all this stuff in place. I just need to do a couple things. Let's see. Really? No, I'm doing that over again.
I say yes, really, but I'm not sure what you're saying really too. So
Sounds more like a frustrated, really.
probably.
Let's just say the first. This thing's supposed to be a boss, and if I hadn't re-rolled for its HP, that it's almost guaranteed Matt would have killed it in one hit.
Oh my!
Like it rolled that bad on its hit dice, and I just like, no, that would make this way too anticlimactic.
It would be hilarious. You gotta admit
It
that.
would be hilarious to one-hit a boss.
It would be ultimate battle, except Vatia just one hits it, and everybody's like, "Oh, I guess that encounter's done with."
Yay!
Ranger OP!
Okay, and this thing.
Oh. Shucks, he's trying to make me work for it.
I believe it. Somebody's beating it.
Just beat it, beat it, beat it.
That's just
Wait,
Just
just
leave it to
eat
Beaver.
it?
Just eat it.
Stop it!
Just pounding it. Pounding it.
I forever hate Jim for that. Because you would never let me forget.
All right,
He'll
so
never let you forget Iron Bull.
okay, so I'm gonna like give you the setup for this in a second, but I'm posting a image of the leader and his minions, his two minions that he's got with him. I think you can see why I said he looks like a dark elf.
He very much does seem to be attempting it, but he looks a little bit odd.
Yeah, he's half demon.
Ah.
Yikes.
And here's
So-
his underlings.
So you're coming up on him, and
here is Mega
you notice
Badass.
that he's on a horseback and has a lance, and you're on horseback and have a lance.
This is very interesting.
Instinctively, you charge at each other.
Of course! That's what we must do!
Roll.
What were the chances?
Let's see.
No, seriously, what were the chances?
All of roll 1d20 plus 5 because you don't have the magic item bonus on it.
That's right, yeah, it's a -1. Okay. Actually, do I have that right here? 1d6 plus. Actually, yeah, we don't have it right. 1d20 plus 5.
Yep.
Not more lower place. Okay, I actually have to manually type this in first time.
R/R.
I got it. Plus 5.
You hit.
Woohoo!
How much does your lance do?
I believe it's 1d6. Sorry, I'm gonna turn on the music a little bit. The music got boisterous. There we go. Doing some background music for the battles. I believe what we settled on was that it does the normal damage, but on horseback it does 2 times.
Yeah, 1d6 plus 1, so...
So 1d6 plus 1 times 2. After we find out what the number is. Okay. Slash roll 6 plus 1.
Yep.
So 4.
Not a
Pink.
lot of damage.
No, not a whole lot all at once here. It would have been nice if I got that 7 and got 14 on him in the first hit.
You assumed that he was gonna strike you, but he actually wounded your horse, causing you to get tossed from it, but you also knocked him off of his at the same time.
Oh,
Sons of bitches and wounding my animals!
While Amano and Daraxis is currently engaging his 2 minions. Roll for initiative, Matt.
Warhorse. It's a warhorse. It knew what it signed up for.
Everybody's trying to hurt my animals, I swear. She's, by the way, she has legit had a bad history of trying to keep some of her animals alive. She's not happy about this. Oh.
Okay, so they're going first. Leader tries to attack you. He has to get a 16 to hit. It's probably not going to happen. Yeah, he missed.
yeah.
The two
Too slow.
the 2 ugly fucking things trying to attack
2 badasses.
Amano and Daraxis. They get like the mains, they get double attacks, but they do more damage if they actually hit. The one tries to hit Amano, missed both times. The other one tries to hit Daraxis. What does he have for armor? Yeah, oh my, no, he missed.
Oh.
He needed to get one. He needed to get. He has to get an
more.
18 or higher to hit Daraxis.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Every time you say Daraxis, I keep thinking of Drax the Destroyer.
Okay, so Badia's turn.
It's the same idea, but heals.
Huh?
It's the same as Drax the Destroyer, but heals.
Yeah.
Big ruffle tumble guy, and he can heal you too.
Badia's turn.
Well, she's really annoyed, so she's still going at it with a lance. Just means that she won't get her times 2 right now.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, no, that's the wrong
You
thing.
didn't roll for damage, or you didn't roll to see if you hit.
Wrong one. This one.
Yeah, you still hit.
There we go.
I
Now I
guess
can
we
roll
can
for
just
that
assume-
damage.
I'm just gonna let you keep the 4.
I'll keep the first one. Ouch. Pink.
He has actually dropped his lance and is wielding 2 swords right now. He tries to attack. He missed wildly with both of his attacks. Oh, wait, no, wait. No, he already attacked. What did I do? I screwed. No.
You screwed up. You're having to bossify me again?
No, you know what I did is I forget other people's turns. Sorry. We had 2 turns with them and I lost track of what was going on. Daraxis' turn.
Okay.
Got a big nasty bloated thing right in front of your face. Kill it.
Get those
D20.
things that
Look at your previous rolls. Look for the one
Yeah.
that's a D20.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a bit low. Did it hit?
You just barely missed.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, 14.
Fooey.
Amano is attacking. He hit.
Oh. I see someone doodling.
I'm just putting her elsewhere.
what's that?
Just no dicks, okay?
Okay, now I'll roll for initiative because we can.
Yeah. Ugh. Rolling all the suck for rolls right now. There we go
Yeah,
again.
I was saying last time he dropped his lance and.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you were trying to do?
Yeah, I was going to write it, but then I decided not to.
Oh.
So that's
He pinged me back for the last couple times.
he pinged you, and the second one was a crit, so that's 13 total.
Oof.
Ouch.
So you're down to 19? Yeah, 19.
Yeah, something like that.
The two dretches attack. Miss. That one hit Amano. The other one tries to hit Kevin and misses horribly. Badia's turn.
Doesn't just miss, but misses
Drop
horribly.
lance, pull out sword, and swing.
Get
Two
those
shreds,
things
you
that,
say?
get those things that put Fat Albert to shame.
20 plus 6. Boop.
Yeah, you hit because you're.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. How much damage do I do with the sword again?
It's 1d8 plus a lot. you haven't
One
used
die,
it in a
8
while.
plus a lot. Well, I've used it plenty lately,
Yeah,
but we haven't needed it quickly
you
because
criticaled, so you did so much. You were gonna do so much damage, it didn't bother having you roll for damage.
8 plus infinity.
1d8 plus 6.
Here we go. Kill that motherfucker.
fricassee him. Come on, stove!
Oh, yeah. He has like a massive slash across his chest from your attack, and is barely managing to keep on his feet after that.
You're not gonna pay for hurting my horse.
Durax, it's your turn.
Here. Meh.
You hit. 1 die, 8 plus 3.
Eh.
Yours is also really badly hurt.
You make that sound, I think of the cheat.
No,
Mono
now
attacks
people are making
his-
turtle noises.
Amano missed.
Oof.
Initiative, roll again.
Yeah, boom. Ooh,
You Go
nice.
first.
Shreds you.
Flurry of blows.
Yeah, you hit. Roll for damage. I just want to see how much you actually would have got. 13. Yeah, he's dead.
just makes an X out on his design on his chest and watches
Yeah,
as he faints.
You give him an axe as he falls over. Duraxis' turn.
Should I wait till he finishes typing?
No,
Okay.
I don't know what he's typing. Wait, did you just get a 19 twice in a row?
You did! What the I did! What the fuck?
Roll the dice much?
Hey, roll for your damage.
Let's see if he gets an 11.
Every time he makes a turtle noise, he wins.
Amano attacks his.
We are the
Misses.
nice hey, me.
We're gonna defeat them with the cheat.
So, oh yeah, the monster the remaining monster gets to take his turn and try to hurt Amano. And he hit with one attack and not with the other. He didn't hit for a whole lot.
damage.
Roll for initiative.
Ooh.
Badia goes first.
Yep.
You have a +8 to hit because you're more or less attacking him while he's distracted because he doesn't realize his commander's dead.
So I get the 1d20 plus 6 plus an additional 8?
No, +2, so it's a total of
okay.
+8.
Oh, I'll just add the +2 in my head. Reroll.
You hit.
19. Alright, this crazy number.
Dead. You basically ran up behind it and slashed him across the back, killing him pretty much effortlessly.
Squish!
Goodbye.
Does a little spin on the sword and puts it back in her hilt. Basically.
So the battle's over for you guys. They're still trying to clean up the mains that are attacking the city. Their leader's lance kind of catches your attention, though. It has a lot of intricate symbols on it.
Alright, we're gonna go pick that up first things first. I have a lance of my own, but I don't mind having extra shinies, having a good look at it. Carry that underneath my arm, put my regular lance away.
And
actually, now I need to go check on my freaking horse.
Yeah. Just point this out, Kevin. Just a reminder, you could heal his horse.
Okay, I heal his horse.
How much damage did my horse take? Is it okay?
Yeah, it's don't bother rolling. It's fine. I'm just you more or less stop the bleeding, so it's not gonna die.
I'm gonna walk the horsey back as we tried to also avoid the mess.
But as your horse,
she'll be fine.
As you're tending to the horse, though, you turn to notice a group heading towards you.
Oh, wait.
A group from the city?
No, this is from away from the city. The devils that you saw in the forest earlier are walking towards you with being led by an Arenes wearing some pretty fancy-looking armor. Those are the girls with the feathery wings that you ran into, or Daraxis ran into one in the city earlier.
Oh.
They also have two really mean-looking Yugoloths with them, as well as a horde of blob-looking things.
Yugoloths are bad enough, and then there's blobby-looking things. This.
Oh my god!
Backing away slowly.
The Arenes calls for the troops with her just to hold, and she flies over to where you are by herself.
Ah, okay. Well, she's coming over to talk then, I assume. So holding position.
She lands in front of you and looks at your handiwork, and says, "Looks like you took all the fun out of this for me."
Sorry, we finally spotted him and we decided to take action to prevent any further damage by him.
She says, "I'm impressed, but I don't suppose you'll care if my troops help clean up the rest of the attackers."
Look back towards the city. I don't think anyone would have any questions about you helping. No.
She signals for a couple of her men to come over and the rest of them to proceed to the front gate to help over there.
So obviously, by the time they get there, they're seeing the devil troop just starting to smash the little demons all over the place.
Yeah. She says, looks at you and says, "Maybe I'll see you in town in a little bit."
Perhaps.
And you proceed back to the town because you still need to make sure nothing else is wrong at the moment.
Do we need to check on the town, and also I need to get my horse to a safe place for the time being.
Yep. You get back into the town. The whole breach that occurred in the wall is under control at this point from the soldiers, and more or less the remainder of the fighting is just at the front gate still, with a lot of monsters that don't know what they're doing anymore.
They're just kind of scattered everywhere.
They're just like, "You're not a demon, attack! You're not a demon, attack!" That's all they know to do when they don't have someone directly commanding them.
I don't like this wall. I'm not doing any damage to it.
Make the demons pay for it.
I'm going to make all the demons pay for this wall.
Yeesh.
But
I know wolves. I have the best wolves.
you're back in the city. Things are more or less under control. When the Arenes is kind of casually walks into the city through the breach that was created earlier with a batch of her troops. The Rangok looks kind of uneasy because they're still not good guys.
Yes, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Peter looks at you and says, "What happened out there?"
Well, it seems that we met up with the same troop that informed us that the demons were coming. We handled their leader, and they showed up just after we had finished.
Says, in any case, if they decide to do something now, we're in no condition to fight them.
Kind of look up at them. I wouldn't think they would try to do that unless they had something else in mind, but I would think right now their main point is to take care of the demons.
The sounds like the fighting's dying down at the front gate, but this Irenes still has some nasty-looking company with her. She walks up to the remaining soldiers and your party and Rangok and Peter, and she places her sword down into the ground and says, "Who here is your leader?"
Wait until she meets the parrot.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Peter introduces himself and she just immediately begins laughing.
Hands up. Who saw that coming?
Yeah.
She says, "Well, regardless of how ridiculous you look, I still imagine you speak for the town as a whole. So I have one of two proposals for you. You're no longer in any position to defend yourself.
What?
So you can either hand over control of the city to my forces, or you can provide me with hirelings."
What do you mean by hirelings?
Mercenaries.
Mercs.
He says, "I'll give you about an hour to make up your mind." Then she walks off with her troops over towards the wall, but she doesn't actually leave the city.
Have we been bamboozled?
Well, this is
This has just become very awkward. Not so much bamboozled.
Well,
thanks for taking the word out of my mouth.
well,
Scylla says, "I probably figured we couldn't trust them, but we weren't in a lot of position to do anything else."
Mm-hmm.
We're still not in much position to do anything.
What do they need hirelings for? What do they need? What do they need extra people for?
Peter says, "To fight in the blood war. A lot of the stronger devils won't actually leave the Nine Hells to fight in the battle, so they try to get mortals to fight their battles for them."
So they're trying to drag us into a battle that we probably won't walk away from then.
Or less.
Possible. He says, "I also wouldn't recommend trusting any pay they would give you either."
Well, we're kind of in a predicament right now.
He says, if you were to work for them for whatever reason, absolutely make sure they pay you in equipment, not money, because they're known for having cursed coins that they pay people with.
this is all kinds of levels of shady.
He says I'm not gonna force you to do it to do anything but I'm gonna have to surrender the town to them because there's no way we're gonna beat them.
So we managed to protect the town, only to hand it over to the other side.
The difference is the demons probably would have just smashed the place to pieces.
But then what happens to the rest of you all? I mean, we're just a bunch of mercenaries. We can leave if we want to.
Peter says, I won't be sticking around, but this is more or less going to become a outpost.
Wait, I nudge Body in the shoulder and quietly whispered to her, like, "Do you think we must choose the lesser evil in the scenario?"
Lesser evil, what?
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
you're flickering in and out. Yeah.
I was flickering. Oh, okay. I said, yeah. Sorry, my microphone. Let me try again. I nudge. Sebastian goes over to Body, and nudge her in the shoulder and quietly whisper to her, like, "Do you think that in this scenario we must choose the lesser evil?"
I'd rather choose neither. Echo.
Oh.
It didn't happen the second time, so that's weird.
Yeah, weird.
I'd rather choose neither, but the blood war is not a thing to get involved in right now. That's way above our heads.
Yeah, still.
Quite frankly, we've done our job. There's really no reason for us to stay.
What we just witnessed is like a tip of the iceberg of the blood war today.
Yeah, Scylla says, and there's no way we're gonna fight them off of here because those two Yugoloths alone could kill most of the soldiers in this place.
Whatever happened to Hercules? He kind of seemed to bamf off.
Yeah, what happened to him?
Probably went out to do more adventure.
Peter says, the soldiers told me that he seemed to have wandered off into the tunnel that the demons came out of, and he hasn't come back.
Oh, great. So he's busy fighting all the demons for himself, just for funsies.
Or he got lost.
Both is a possibility at the same time.
Even Sebastian kind of like sighs and be like, "And here I thought he was actually a smart."
He's very courageous and he's very strong. No one's ever said Hercules is always the brightest man.
True.
And that courage sometimes gets to his head once in a while. Oh, shoot. What I wouldn't give to have him right here, right now, or someone else to help us. Oh, yeah. As much as I would like to help, but it's pretty much just stuck one way or the other on that one.
You see Glabdor walking towards the group.
Abgor?
Glabdor, the merchant caravan leader.
Oh, yeah. the merchant leader, okay.
Yeah.
He says, well, it looks like you're in quite a bit of a pickle.
It's been a very interesting and long day.
You have no idea.
He says, I'm not exactly happy about this myself, and as he's stroking his beard, he says, I didn't mention this before, but I actually was coming out here to sell my wares to the devils, but I didn't expect them to do something like this.
I see.
What? Like, I Sebastian kind of groans in like extreme frustrated annoyance.
He didn't know.
It's like he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't know, but at the same time he wish like he knew.
He knew that this was going to be what happened.
Frustration and his powerlessness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The frustration is the fact that we can't do anything about this right now. We pretty much have to literally walk away from this one.
Yeah.
And so are most of the people of the city now because this is going to become an outpost.
Well,
Suck.
some of them are still going to stay here because they just don't have anywhere else to go.
Well, I'm sure some of them, like the tieflings, will be fine here too. So,
Yeah.
not all of them are going to hate that takeover.
I hope the tiefling barmaid is fine.
Peter says I'm pretty it's pretty positive what's going to be happening here. I'm not going to let your group go completely unpaid for this though, so I am going to give everybody 200 gold. I won't be able to spare more than that though, because the rest of it I'm going to need to help try and relocate some of the people that are going to be leaving.
That's perfectly fine. Thank you very much for that.
So everybody in the party gains 200 gold.
Well,
Okay. Getting gold.
as the ogre helps with the coin person, 200 you. 200 you.
Imagine the ogre's just like counting
Pinching
coins,
the
like,
coins between his index and thumb.
Biting it to make sure it's real.
Currency. Wow, actually, we're sitting in a nice little stack actually right now. At least I am.
Yeah, that's not even including what you got sitting in the
That's
the
not,
bank.
yeah,
Here.
not even the extras and the stuff in the bank either. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to tally up the experience because both groups actually got separate experience because you're in different fights, but everybody's getting the experience for the rabbits that you fought earlier.
Yep.
Get this calculator going. Calculator. Where the fuck? Damn yo.
Damn yo.
Okay.
Okay, and food. There we go.
No, stupid thing. Okay. Everybody except for Matt and Duraxis is getting 6,240 experience.
6,240.
Yeah.
You said?
Yeah, but for Claylex, because of the fact that he's got two classes,
Yeah.
he is getting 3,120 for both of his classes because it's split between the two.
Okay, 3,120. Got it.
Yep. Yeah. No, I just got to do the math for the other fight.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, he never told me when I leveled up next time.
Even with this, you're probably not going to level, but you got stuff. Batia and Duraxis got 7,190.
1,190. So that's
19. That puts me at 18,260.
18,360.
Yeah, Kevin's actually level 5 now, but we'll deal with that in a second. I want to see how much Matt needs to get to the next level. I know you don't got enough because without your experience adjustment, you would have needed 18,000.
So yeah, it's just gonna be like a couple thousand shy, maybe.
You need 21,600 to get to level 5. Since I know for a fact Diraxis leveled up.
Oh, sorry.
Roll 1d8 plus 1 for your HP increase, Kevin.
1d8. What?
Plus 1.
Plus 1. Okay, hang on. Oh,
8.
nice. Just one short of what it could have been, but I'm not complaining.
That's pretty dang high, yeah.
Which keeps me as
You
king of the health pool.
It makes you king of tank.
Well,
If only you had like a taunt or something.
In my defense, out of all of us, who really does, who probably should, I think I probably am the perfect thing to be in the tank.
Who's the
about.
tank?
The only thing I'm missing is basically a batting ram shield.
Or something with some extra bonuses to help you hit harder, yeah. Or hit out more often, rather.
Okay, let's see who else.
That would be nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least maybe a little bonus to my damage.
I'll check Sebastian last because he's multi-class, but I'm gonna look to see. TZ didn't add his experience yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah,
But I can kind of like gauge what you're gonna be at just by looking at that.
Abilities. Attributes.
No, you're not gonna be up because you got to get 20,000 to level to 5.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat too because I'm at 20,000. Now you need 20,000. I mean,
let's see. Yeah. That is everybody except for Sebastian, so I'll check his stuff real quick.
Are we doing this thing with the prime requisite bonus or no?
No, I'm just because of the way I'm doing experience, where I'm not like actually dividing it. Like there's a lot of extra stuff regarding experience that I'm not doing because part of the reason I'm not dividing it is I'm not giving like gold and item experience. I'm just giving the regular experience that's easier to keep track of. So I'm just not dividing that and adding other shit. It's just to give you the flat amount that the monsters are supposed to give.
Got it.
Let's see. You were level 3, so now. Not quite level 4 as a fighter.
When do I start getting followers?
I think it's around level 9. Level 9 is when you kind of reach like real leadership status, because that's like the level that they usually have like most kings and shit at. But Sebastian did level up as a cleric, so
Sweet.
roll 1d8 divided by 2 for your. Don't actually do the divided by 2, but roll 1d8 for your HP, and you'll get half of that. So
Okay, I could just do a basic roll. Hold on. Okay, 1d8.
Yeah, we can.
7.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you 4. I'm gonna round up.
Oh wait, actually, you putting that in or
Yeah, I'm adding it for you.
Yeah, he's adding it for you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So what's the?
So your max HP is 20 now.
Okay, at least
You basically got as good as you could have gotten.
Yeah. Okay.
Just about.
At least I'm not super squishy. Kind of. I mean,
You still weren't super squishy because, like, if Scott was still part of the group, you'd have more HP than him by like a large amount.
At 20,
Just-
and at that 20, you're only like 10 behind me, 11 behind me.
This is this is actually where I'm gonna stop the campaign for the night because it's past midnight now.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we've been going for over 3 hours, I think.
Yeah.
We managed to pad it.
Yes.
Now.
So yeah, we'll have to see how things go next time. So we're gonna end the stream here then, I guess.
Later.
Have a good night, everybody. See you all next week.
Good night.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or-
Hopefully. Probably.
Hopefully.